Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Friday Night Bricks. As you can see here, this picture, actually that picture right here, I actually picked up something. I picked up the set I first owned as a kid, set 570. So I actually picked that up at my Bricks and Minifig store. It came with the box, the instructions, complete, and the stickers haven't been applied. You can't tell because I didn't do it, but the flag is perfectly clear. There is no stickers on there, so pretty cool. $65, pretty good. But actually, if you look at the screen behind me, somebody had posted on Facebook all the new elements. I think maybe for summer pick-a-brick for the wall, and so definitely pretty cool stuff. Obviously, I like the rock panel down here in the bottom. Slides are kind of cool, but I don't know how many you're going to get those in a large cup. But rock panels are definitely on my big list. And then I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of the way here. Oh, actually, you know what? The only other thing would be the white fences here. The 1x4 fences. I have tons of the black ones, and they have studs on either end. These white ones have studs on, across the whole top, which is awesome. The black ones I have tons of. They were on my original disco, roller disco, and then I went to the gold ones for Chicago. White ones would be awesome. So that's definitely on my want list. Those, it looks like they got trans clear yellow heads, probably because they got lampposts. So those go together. They have the small trees, kind of cool. They have the lightsaber blades again, but these are the newer trans blue ones. So they're going to be the ones that glow in the dark. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Denmark. How's it going, guys? They have the white masonry bricks on the wall. It looks like tan masonry, 1x4s. These round brown windows, kind of like what the white ones were pretty cool. Obviously, the gold fences are pretty neat. These might be kind of cool. The 2x2 round, kind of with the octagon bars around the outside. That'd be kind of cool. Blue supports. Let me see if I can, because up by me, there's like a pink tile, and then there's the heart-shaped plate. Actually, let's go back to where I was. What's funny is, where is it? Unless I'm hiding it. Maybe I'm hiding it behind me. Oh, right near the corner of my image window, there's that little like wing type piece. It used to be on the front of a lot of the spaceships from the 80s and stuff. Plus the gold fences are cool. And then the white part, there's the white piece kind of right next to that gray wing. And that actually is a rocket piece. So, there's some neat parts here. Definitely need plates. There's some plates in there. There's limbs. So, it looks pretty cool. If that's truly what's out there, awesome. I actually was going to, and you know what? Let's hope I don't get dinged. But of course, the music that you will hear in the background is 100 years old. 100 years old. So, if anybody's really upset about that, that would be interesting to see. Because at 100 years old, I would be kind of, let's see. I wonder if it'll actually, let's see if it'll actually play. Let's see if it'll actually play music. So, this is, somebody shot a video of my roller disco. So let's see if it plays music. I don't know. And so I did a bunch of different patterns too. So that's what makes it kind of interesting too. So you'll see a bunch of different patterns go through here, which is pretty nice. It's pretty awesome that, I did do a lot of different patterns. Did try to awe people. Didn't do any. Didn't help me with World of Lights, but then again, the World of Lights winner was freaking huge. Basically 1,000 times bigger than this little MOC here. So kind of hard to compete with that. So, but yeah. So this is pretty cool. It's not a very long video. It's almost over, but yeah, much different. 120 patterns. I don't think how many went through there. So that was pretty it. So that was pretty cool. So I figured I'd share a little bit since I didn't get to share last week. I was hanging out with my niece Did find some sale sets over the last couple of days. I found the Wakanda one. This was 15. So I'm gonna probably pull the figs out, maybe sell the figs. But for Ralph and his Crocs and all that, I mean, I was thinking maybe the Ice Bears need something a little bit more of a future technology. I might try and pull out my boat. I didn't get to show off my boat. Okay, I'm working on the next boat version using a nice paddle like this. So putting this on the side, more or less for battle boat, which this boat that I took did have a battle feature on it. Let's see if I can get it out here. So, and actually for transportation, the mast on the ship actually did actually come apart a little bit, because for transportation purposes, this actually would sit up here. And actually, I had to add to the mast because I think I ruined an S-brick during practice on the day before. So, but yeah, so the mast would sit way up here. It did actually, and actually, I wonder if I can make this work. And actually, the battery looks like it's actually got some issues. But what made it cool is, if you notice here, the weapons here, and I might have showed it pre-Chicago. Let's see here. Let's see if I can turn this on. The battery still works. That's pretty good. It did get wet. I mean, it did get water inside. Who knows? It might even be wet still in there. But it was the Chi Enforcer or whatever. Let me pull up my S-brick real quick here, because this does use the S-brick. It does have light, so it's got a light on there. It should work. It should work like this, I think. We'll find out. I won one heat of the obstacle course, the drag race. I was winning by a couple boat lengths, and then just kind of sputtered and spun. So it didn't kind of. So let's see here. So this is the configuration that I use, and so basically it's just it would basically be just pull back, and the paddles stuck into a motor on each side. And then for the battle boat, the battle portion of it, I just kind of hit this. Okay, it's not hitting the one for some reason, but it did fire. During the boat race, it fired 4 rounds. And of course, in that pool, all of these sunk to the bottom of the pool. So it used it during one race of the. Something's wrong with this. Not sure what's going on here. But it just has basically. There we go. It just basically has just got a little ball in there, a little ball on that one gear. And so basically it spins. The sucker just spins. So obviously it seems like there are some jitteriness on this. So my boat might have had some. So I wonder if my S-brick is having issues or if my motors are having issues. These paddles did. I had the big paddles, and so it did push up a lot of water. So in the end, who knows? I might have to need to reconfigure the boat a little bit. Actually, I feel water, so there might be water still in here. So I'm going to have to reconfigure it, but I think I want a little bit more fine-tuned weaponry system, and that'll go on one of the big stuff. But hey, guys, welcome. Dujude's here. Cajun Yeti's here. So in the end, we'd be going to a much bigger boat hull. So this would be the newer one with the paddle. With the paddle sitting probably out here, two on each side, with one of these pontoons, sitting out there holding it up. And so that would be just kind of, but the goal would obviously be to I have to enclose this, wait. In the end, if it's for battle boats, the goal would be to have it. The goal will be to have obviously stuff spinning having it, have this kind of where it just spins, and then just figure out how to fire it from behind. But yeah, and it worked. It was cool. It was fun to play with. Obviously, it does seem like there's some glitches. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the problem. Is it's you are playing with water, and so it's it just kind of it's the way it goes. It was fun though. I mean, it worked. I had fun with it. I mean, obviously, it's like I said. Now it's tweaking it, figuring out what's wrong, what's going on, how to do it for the next thing. And the dice tower obviously took a little bit of a crunch on the way back too, so that's going to have to be rebuilt. That might be one of the projects tonight, other than maybe this Wakanda set. But while I was out there, hey Johnny G, welcome. Somebody Shy Time asked me about figs, because I had my Kevin Hinkle, my Hinklerachi was on the piano for the disco, and so I did sell one of my old Kevin Hinkles to him. So, but it made me go look for the figs that I had of the people, and I can't find them. Oh, they're just in here. So for business card figs, I've got Kim, one of the community guys, because he came to I think I saw him at one of the shows somewhere. Paul, who was going to take over for Kevin. This is one of his 2 figs. This is probably his early fig. I have a Tim Courtney fig, which is the one where he actually had the helmet. And Sarah Moore, who is supposedly now she does the LAN forums and such. And then of course I do have a Kevin in here. Obviously I have a Beyond the Bricks. That's kind of cool. Nice having a Joshua Hanlon. I have a Bricks O'Brien. He was roller skating a bit, and then of course I have Kevin Hinkle, and one of the Kevin Hinkles with the green and the white, and he's got his nice Liberace cape. So hey, up Chef T, how's it going? So in the end, I mean, it was pretty good. It was a good show. I mean, obviously I had fun. I did get a fig from Big Nate Bricks, and I am down 1 badger because I did trade him a badger. So. Probably should have done with Jesse too. I spaced that out. And then of course, if I showed it. I tried showing it at one point, but I did get my my bass instruments showed up. They were in the mail after I got back from Chicago. So I got 8. I mean, that's probably overkill, but at some point, somebody else might want some. I'll obviously have some to sell. But. So boat race went okay. Yard sale was pretty crazy. People have been talking about that. That's mine. I mean, I'm the activity leader for that. Obviously, going into next year, because I'm guessing we're probably going to do it again. That would be my guess. And I sold like $1,100 worth of stuff. I didn't sell a lot of stuff, and my setup was probably one of the. I mean, obviously, since it was my, I wanted to set the best example. Let me see if I've got a picture. I'm hoping I moved a picture. Actually, I actually just added a hard drive to my computer because it was slowing down. So let's see if I can open up this guy. This isn't the full. Okay, this is kind of what it looked like in Chicago. The tables were a lot smaller than. Okay, what happened there? I was trying to open it up, and it actually turned my screen black. Okay, so let's see. We'll share this. So we'll show this. So, I mean, this is kind of what I would hope everybody would get to at some point. So let's see here. So we'll share this. So this is kind of what I'd love to see people get to, is I actually used, and obviously I deliver stuff. So these are Door County coffee boxes. So these are display boxes. They either have a dump bin front where they have like the small single packet coffee in it, or it's like this, and it's got hey Mayo, and it's got these are just so basically I took all this stuff with me, obviously the 2 on the top, the Hobby Trains and the Black's Dark Fortress, big ticket items, high priced. I also had the wood game set you can kind of see on the left hand side, but I took a bunch of stuff. I think I sold a couple of the holiday sets. I sold I think a Speedors. I sold 1 Marvel set. I sold 2 Speed Champion cars. I sold the rest of my Space Police. That's gone. With with the exception, I think I have a lunar limo that's open, and it's probably one that I might have built, might not. I can't remember. What else did I sell? I sold some of one of the troopers, polybag. What else did I sell? I didn't sell much. I really didn't. I mean, if you look at that, I mean, I think I had 2 other boxes that had stuff in it. I'm trying to think what else I sold. I have a list of all the stuff. So I mean, I did sell some stuff, but in the end, it wasn't bad. I had lists too. Problem was the tables I think were supposed to be bigger, so I didn't have my lists weren't laying out completely, and I was trying to coordinate too. So in the end, it was Chop kind of helped. Let's see, what did I sell? Oh, I sold the Castle Dragons accessory pack, and I think Macro might have bought that or something. So Riddles for the Ring I sold a couple of the Manta Warriors, the real small boxes. Those were pretty cool back in the day. They were like a $4 or $5 set. You know, I mean, I sold a couple of those. Oh, I did sell a Chima, the Mammoth Frozen Stronghold. I sold one of the Sabertooth Tribe packs. I sold the Train Station with the box failing, and I sold it for what the reserve has been the last, 3 or 4 72-hour live stream auctions. So it's kind of interesting to that it went there. But I mean, it was kind of cool. I think Bricklock was going to buy anyways, and I think I have one used one he might still be interested in. So the Mercedes, the McLaren. Oh, I sold the service truck. I had a service truck for City Left, and I sold one instruction. I took a boatload of instructions. I sold one town hall instruction, and that was it. So Quantum Realm Explorers, one of those. A couple Easter egg hunt sets, Thanksgiving set. Yep. So I sold the Raid VPR Smash and Grab. I think I sold a Lunar Limo. I think I had it. I think I sold it. I hope. Freeze Ray Frenzy, Space Speeder, Skin It. And I sold an Elves, Azari, and the Lion. So I probably should do my math, make sure I did sell that. I'm pretty sure I did. But traded well. Yeah, I mean, in the end, I mean, I've been using them in my displays for the longest time. They were actually wielding weapons before I kind of pulled them out and took a picture of them all. So in the end, they were. I was using them in the displays. I mean, so. I mean, they're cool. I mean, in the end, it's, did I turn that off? Yeah, I did. So in the end, it's one of those things where, I mean, they're cool to have. I mean, and right now, Bricklink shows them at crazy amounts. I mean, in the end, will they sell for those amounts? Probably not. Yes. Yeah, Brick Daddy. Yep. And I think I opened one up just for the Brick Daddy. And so in the end, I have one. I mean, but in the end, I mean, a lot of the Space Police are just kind of, and those are pretty much dogs. I mean, they didn't really go up much in value. I mean, the Lunar Limo may be one of the few. A lot of those sets really didn't go up much in value. So in the end, it was one of those things where it just, it was good. But so, and as I was saying earlier, the screen behind me does show what should be most of the new Pick-a-Brick elements for coming soon to the walls, or at least that's what someone had posted on Facebook. So I just basically took all the pictures and made a much bigger picture with all of them on it. So it's kind of nice. It's easier to kind of send to one person, say, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for certain ones. So in the end, it kind of helps. But yeah, so in the end, I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool. Yard sale definitely was crazy. It was one of those things where, like I was getting ready to say, I mean, for next year, if we have a designated number of spots from the get-go, because we started at 40 and then we went to like 100 and then we went even higher than that, or wherever it was. We went 40, 80, and then 114 or whatever. So in the end, being organized ahead of time was tough. So for next year, my goal would be to be where I send out stuff. Yeah. The Vladix Fortress. I mean, it's open, but the bags are sealed. The box is open. Not sure why I opened it. Maybe just to take a look at something. It is sealed. I probably at this point will want to go through, since I didn't sell it, and make sure I didn't pull anything out for whatever reason. I'll just double check, because it had like some dark red plates in there. And I mean, I just need to go in and verify if there's anything that's like going through the instructions just to make sure. I mean, if I sold it and it happened, I would have been in big trouble there. But just because I have a bunch of dark red 8x8 plates sitting in my plate collection, I want to make sure that they didn't come out of that. Or fall out of the box and end up in there. So, but yeah, I had a few things. I mean, in the end, I thought after Omaha, where I took a lot of higher priced items, I brought a lot of lower priced items. Problem was I was right inside the door. So I think everybody just kind of fanned out and went, and nobody I mean, people did stop, but not a lot. And a few people had said they saw how crazy it was and just basically didn't stop in or waited later and kind of still glanced in. So in the end, it's always going to be crazy, regardless of where we do it. It's just going to be that point. It's just going to be crazy. Let me pull this down. Well, we don't need my hit points. But I mean, in the end, it still was pretty good. I mean, in the end, I think it was good. In the end, it was kind of crazy. There was a little misunderstanding from certain people and whatnot. But in the end, I mean, everybody who goes to Chicago or goes to the conventions, if you got a yard sale, your goal is to hopefully sell enough to where it pays for your hotel, your gas, anything you're going to do while you're there, meals, whatever. So, I mean, that's why I like them, because that's why I would do it, is just for that simple reason, so that it actually helps me. It helps me pay for whatever I need to pay for. So that's why I really would hate to have it go. We might have to queue up some lines on the outside. Won't be super popular, because then you're right, whoever's at the front of the line. But I mean, the reason in the end, it starts at 8. I mean, I guess it started at 8. People were lining up at 7. And I mean, it was one of those things where I think, and for next year, I'd say definitely everybody, whoever's going to Chicago, definitely download. There was an app that Mark created, or his staff created, in the C events. So it's like a C event. And so, I mean, and basically events. And so basically it was great. So, basically in the end, my schematic showed the whole room. I mean, basically, in the end, yeah, it, when people got in, it looked a little bit different. My floor plan showed the whole room being basically used. I mean, I probably have it here. And I think the tables might have been shorter than what maybe that. So yeah, so this is what I had. So I mean, this shows basically a full room. I mean, obviously you have that space in the middle, but I'd almost have to see if we go across. Well, the whole room, we couldn't have the whole room, because on the other side was the, what was it? See, and I mean, there's so much going on. There was one of the other shows was on the other side, because I was eating in the cool down room with WISLUG, eating pizza, when Mark called me and said, "Hey, it's already out of control." I'm like, it's only like 7:00. I mean, we weren't even going to let people until like almost 1:45. I sent out a thing via the app, if you had the app, saying that, hey, we're going to let you in at 7:30. But I actually have this as my cheat sheet now. And so basically I've got all the tables labeled. If this is how many spots we have this year, maybe we'll sell 110 and leave 4 for any last minute strugglers who missed something. Because we'd have a couple of those people, and we put them in holes where people missed it or whatever. Because it was, what was it? The improv or something was going on right before it. And I think a lot of stuff was too close to it. And that might have been part of the problem, is that was the one thing, is everything was real close. So you had the show, then you had the yard sale, and then you had the World of Lights. And this is the first World of Lights since I've been going. I've been going to Brick World since 2012. And this is the first start of World of Lights I think I've ever missed. And so, I mean, that was kind of sad for me, because in the end, you don't know when people are walking around. I mean, it took me a half an hour to get in there. So if anybody had walked already past that part of the room, for World of Lights judging or anything, I had nothing. I mean, somebody turned my castle on stuff, but that wasn't the thing. The disco was my whole thing this year. I actually turned off pretty much everything else. The only lights I turned on was the disco and the disco, the dice towers, and then I had the real Lego lights, fiber optic lights up in the fire, causing the fire up in the tower. That's it. Because I mean, that was the new stuff, and that's what I wanted to do. So, the what? The sign, getting the boot out. What? I don't understand that. Don't understand that one. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in the end, that I don't know. In the end, it was one of those things that just, the problem was I organized it kind of late because in the end they were still selling spots. And so I had some of it organized. But like, check in, I mean, I had no idea it was gonna be that crazy, really. I mean, in the end, last year, it was already crazy because everybody was already there. And just, it was a free for all. So, I don't remember booting anybody out of the yard sale. Now, if it was something where you didn't have a spot, I mean, that was out of my control. The only thing I had was just organizing where people went. I mean, that I had the list of people and I had the map, and that's all I was really basically doing. I did send out a list of guidelines. I don't know if they ever really ended up anywhere. And that's something obviously I'll have to talk to Mark, and hopefully we get those ironed out a little bit, because that would be the perfect example. Like I said, what I showed was, for half a table, we had people stretch 2 or 3 feet, in front of their table. It's on the table, and that's why I think he stressed that. It's on the table, half a table. I mean, and I had mine turned. I had all that stuff on my table, but I had it turned, so I was on half a table because I had somebody I knew next to me, so I could coordinate. I had someone on either side of me that I knew, so they could help my table coordinate. I mean, I don't know. That'd be kind of, I mean, because in the end, that was the problem is there will be some serious changes for that next year, because there were way too many helpers in there. Some people even got in somehow. I saw people actually already like trying to barter already. And I'm like, wait, this doesn't even start for like 20 minutes. I mean, like, who are you? I mean, so for me, it's going to be seller is the only one in the room. I mean, if you have 5 helpers, that's fine. They're all standing outside the door and they're going to hand stuff to you, because in the end, I mean, I would say I recommend a cart. I mean, there's 1,000 people registered this year. There was actually 1,600 people. I mean, there was only 114 spots for yard sale. I was one person who actually had a cart and was displaying. I mean, I'd be willing to bet, of the people who drove, I mean, there had to be at least, maybe 40 people. And some people usually have carts. They don't have big carts, but, most people had carts. I know somebody asked somebody in my group to borrow a cart for the yard sale. And that's kind of the kicker, is the more organized you can be, the better. I had blankets over the top of it. I did exactly kind of the guidelines I had set in place, but maybe they didn't make it to all the sellers. And that was use a cart if you got one and cover it up so that people can't see it. I know Judy Payne did it. She had all her sets in bags, and she didn't show them off until somebody's messaging me on Facebook Marketplace. So I did put something back out there. So whatever I showed you that didn't get sold is actually now on my Facebook Marketplace. So we'll see how much of that gets sold. So, I mean, if you were in the hallway, yeah. I mean, in the end, that's and that's why I recommend people just covering it up, because in the end, that shouldn't happen. Next year, it might be the point where if you're out there early, before you get there, it might be something where I might just say, good news, you're outside, or just take it back to your room or whatever. Because in the end, I mean, to me, that was the problem, is people were out there early. I mean, in the end, I mean, it started at 8. I mean, we're gonna let people in. Hey, Chop, how's it going, buddy? Hey, test subject 21. Chop actually helped me man my table a little bit too while I was there. Once it started at 8, he was in there helping me kind of watch, so I could coordinate, so I could go around and help, because there were a few people that didn't know that they had to buy a spot, and so we made room for a couple people. There were people who actually I talked to one person who I know real well who had said they chose to hang out with friends versus the yard sale, which, hey, I mean, it's only $5. I mean, if something comes up and you end up with a lot more friends at Brick World than you had anticipated, and you'd rather do that than sell, hey, I mean, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to care. I mean, in the end, hopefully next year we'll have communication where someone could say that. I mean, I did have one person walk up while I was checking in. People say, "Hey, I was gonna sell. I don't want to sell now. Can I give up my spot?" And there was somebody already waiting, and I basically said, "Hey, I mean, he paid $5. So the one guy paid him $5, and I showed him to his table, and away they went." But next year, I think I'll have all the assignments out early, so you know where you're going. So in the end, all you do is check in, and you know where you're going. I'm like, sweet, okay, it's you. Okay, this is your helper. They got to stay out here. Just come back when you get your stuff to your table or whatever. I mean, because in the end, it just was so chaotic for that. Because a couple people had like 4 or 5, and they go in, and then I lose track. Because I mean, I had 2 people helping that, or I'm gonna need like an army, and they're gonna follow people in and be just like, okay, out, because in the end, it's like, I mean, and I even had one table where somebody was selling and just disappeared, vanished. I mean, in the end, it was, hey, I mean, your goal is to stay at your table. Hey, you've got neighbors, socialize with them. And then when it's time to go, it's going to go crazy. I don't know. I mean, technically they used the wrong size tables. Now, granted, I don't know if the inside should have been farther down or whatever. I mean, there were still 57 tables in there. No, yeah, sorry, Macro, not going to happen. No, only Lego. It's a Lego show. So, yeah, you won't sell that stuff. There's nobody's going to be looking for that at this. I mean, sorry, I need to say Lego garage sale. Now, people did say it felt like it was more like a collector thing, but Lego is a collectible now. So in the end, you're going to see collectible pricing. You're going to see, some of my stuff was below retail. I mean,
it should, like a yard sale, typically stuff you want to get rid of. Like, you're not like, it's not like there was too much like peer vendoring, like peers being vendors to each other. It's like that stuff. It's like, why don't you? It's to bring stuff you don't need, other people might be able to use, that you want to get rid of. You've had sitting around, and you don't. It's not supposed to be like, here's my $1 million rare set that. I mean, you can have like a little bit of that, but not the whole table of
I had
$20 million sets.
Like, I had a lot of stuff. I had like the gems and stuff that I ended up with more of. I had just a lot of little sets. I had the Duplo plates. I mean, obviously some stuff does. Chop somebody in the chat saying hi.
Hey to the chat with the Pizzy and the Pat.
So in the end, I mean, it's one of those things where, I mean, I brought lots of, but right now I don't know how much used stuff I want to sell. So in the end, I mean, I brought a little bit of everything. Like I said, I mean, I brought stuff that I thought might sell. There were some high ticket items, but there were like stuff that. But the problem is just like anything else. This is a garage sale. You can do just like you do everywhere else. You can barter. Say, hey, I see you got this Porsche Spider for $80. Would you do 65? I mean, or better yet, somebody asked me, says, what would you do on this? And I'm like, well, what are you thinking? And I mean, I was waiting for them because they met in the middle. I mean, I was thinking they were going to go really low. So I had a low number in my head, and we kind of met right in the middle. So in the end, it was kind of, I didn't say because I was waiting for them to say something because I don't want to go too low. I'm just thinking that's where it was going to go.
Yeah, so it's not limbo. How low can you go? How low?
Well, I mean, in the end, I mean, just like anything else, I mean, the cheap stuff, I mean, and this is kind of why I a couple of vendors really were unhappy, but this is kind of the reason we don't want the vendors in there is like anybody who does this day in, day out for a living knows values better than most of the rest of us. We know it, but we don't know it as well. So we're not going to know
like the people at the steal
the minute we see it. Like somebody had told me a certain set, like the Flintstone set, they knew they can't keep that on their shelf, so they'd buy it regardless what the price was. Well, none of us know that, but if maybe I saw it, maybe Flintstones ones I missed, maybe I'd want it. In the end, it's one of those things where this is what I also tell vendors, if anybody's watching. Vendors, you get 5 days to sell. 5 full freaking days to sell. From the day you get in there Wednesday, if you get in there early Wednesday, you get to sell Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're selling for 4 full days. Yard sale, us people that are showing at the show, we get 2 hours. 2 hours of selling. That's what I tell you vendors. You got what? 30 hours. We got 2. So in the end, I'd say if you're going to whine, you can whine all you want to me because that's the numbers I'm going to throw at you. You got 4 days to sell to everybody, 2 days for the public. 12,000 people came through that hall over the course of the weekend. So you got to sell to 12,000 people. We got to sell to maybe a few hundred that came through the hall that were registered attendees. So in the end, I mean, you want to argue, vendors, I'm glad to do this argument because you will lose with me.
I'm not even arguing. Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just yelling at whoever wants to listen. So yeah, the crowd to get inside was nuts. I mean, that was kind of, but in the end, you have to realize now also people were already hanging out at 7:00, and that's why we were rushing to get people in there so that we could get rid of the madness out there. And that's the problem, is it became a safety hazard. So in the end, that's why next year, if people are there early, I'd say, hey, your stuff's not covered. This doesn't start for half an hour. You have two choices. You can take it back to your room, cover it, or go outside. Oh, it's raining. I don't care.
You learned is that Lego
this is a safety violation in this hallway. I only have room for so many people. In the end, I think that's why Mark was telling me, it's like, this is not, fire code, this violation. Just too many people. And that was probably, to get inside, it was nuts, because you're right. It was already, people were already there. People were already gathering well before the start time. I can queue people up, but then those lines also will still start long before, in there. I mean, then we'd have to have stanchions to do that and whatnot. So in the end, it got kind of crazy. In the end, I mean, I did have complaints about people carrying like backpacks that were bumping into people. Somebody who had just had bypass surgery had said that, somebody bumped into with a backpack that weighed more than the person. And I'm like,
yeah, plus I was wearing all spiked gauntlets and armor, like Mad Max armor, and I had like it all sharpened. So it a lot of fatalities actually, which was pleasant because it cut down on the riffraff.
So in the end, it was good, but I mean, like you said, there's always improvements every year. This is like our second year. Better because it was in the room. Still crazy, still hot, and just for everybody knows, the bar was not something that anybody at Brickworld suggested. That was something the hotel did. That was not our deal. So anybody was like, "Why do they got alcohol in here?" So I'm like, "Don't look at me. It took more space in the room." I mean, so that's not that was not something from us that the hotel set that up. I mean, in the end, I understand for mixers, but for a yard sale, people are trying to get in and out. They're not really sitting there. Yeah, I mean, if you're sitting there that long ordering, you're probably not going to get the deal you're hoping for, because that's an awful long time to be bartering and drinking and everything else. But
if you could get to the table to barter,
I mean, in the end, it lasts for 2 hours. But like you said, some of the really good deals might have gone first, but in the end, some of the good deals might have been gone from vendors, because there were some in there. I mean, in the end, eventually they ended up in there. Just because I saw a few, but I don't know some people said they didn't see the vendor guidelines. Some did, some didn't like the wording. So in the end, I know there was something out there, but whether or not people were paying attention to it, that I don't know. So, but yeah, I mean, just like anything else, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's your chance as a registered attendee, one of those people that has, one of the 114 spots, it's your chance to hopefully pay for your hotel or whatnot. But like Chop says, bring a little bit of selection. Don't just bring, all your sets. I mean, just all your high-end sets. Bring a little bit of everything. I mean, bring stuff that maybe really hasn't increased in value. The AFOLs are still going to want it. I mean, like I said, the Space Police, most of the sets really didn't go much higher than what they were for retail, and they're almost what, 14 years old. So I mean, the end is,
I'm still missing some Space Police 3.
Well, this was I don't remember which one this was. This is the one that came out about 2009 or whatever. So,
well, I have the Lunar Limo. I have a lot of them, but I'm missing some that I really like to get.
Yeah, so. I mean, in the end, I always look at Bricks and Minifig for used ones if I want to get rid of some. And that's the other thing too for me is, if I have sealed sets and I think I might want to build it, I might try and find one used and then just sell the sets. And but yeah, it's kind of one of those things where, yeah, I mean, for the yard sale, I mean, hopefully people did okay, but people did say a lot of stuff seemed a little high priced. And that's kind of the thing, is you have to realize, I mean, who you're selling to. You're selling to AFOLs. I mean, they're going to generally know what it's worth. If you're not doing probably cheapest US on Bricklink and doing maybe, much higher than that, you probably won't sell. Most of my stuff was cheapest US Bricklink. Some of it might have been cheapest Bricklink or close to cheapest Bricklink. It just depends. But if people aren't looking for certain things, maybe I've brought more Star Wars, which I don't really have much of. What are you working on, Blacktron?
I'm working on the bat. I got the bat racks.
Okay.
From Replay Toys. He traded me for some vintage Star Wars stuff from the 80s that I got from my mom's. And then he's had me maybe look it up.
Yeah, unfortunately,
the Brick Fair. I've been to the Brick Fair yard sale, and it's actually it works.
Yeah,
really
in the end, the problem with I brought that up. I've already brought that up, and they're like, no, it won't happen at Brick World, just because we are way tighter than I think it is at Brick Fair. And in the end,
it's not going to work with the amount of people.
Perfect example. They said $5 a table for the yard sale in the ballroom. It would be $20 to $25 a table in the exhibition hall because they pay for those tables to rent. So in the end, if you want to do what Brick Fair did, you're going to pay a lot more for a table. And in the end, it's more work. In the end, I think it would be pretty crazy, especially before World of Lights. I mean, in the end, to me, I think it was good where it was. Obviously, it was tight. But like we said, now we know going into next year, can we do more rows? So it's maybe a little bit more, where there's maybe less, one funnel going through. I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll look at it and see. I mean, the hotel set it up. They threw out the tables. So, I mean, in the end, the Virginia one, but like I said, I think like Hinkle has said, because Hinkle and I talked on the way to Chicago, and he said, I think the first year Todd did it, he charged a lot more so he could buy the tables. And then he owns those tables because probably just like any other show, he rents all the tables in the hall, except for the one pallet of tables he brings for the yard sale.
Oh yeah, I'm not even talking about like actual table ownerage.
But in the end, yeah, it sounds like it's a great sale. I mean, in the end,
no, it's not like it's the best sale in the world. It's just because of how it is. It's just it's the people involved. It's not the same type of people that attend Brick World Chicago. Yeah. So you don't have the influencers with these high-end sets who are trying to basically cash in on other like lesser intelligent AFOLs. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's
they
like,
probably
like here's my stuff. Go at it. Like we can handle or trade or whatever, but it's a lot more chillaxed. Like,
I would say a lot of people at Brick World probably walked away with took a lot of their sets back home because in the end, you've got between BrickCon, Brick World, and Brick Fair, you've got the best AFOLs in the community at those shows. I mean, those builds are out of this world. So you got AFOLs that really truly know the values. I mean, you might have a couple, but in the end,
that's the thing.
Look at my stuff. My stuff was below retail, and I didn't even sell any of those sets.
Fine. I'm just saying it seemed like there was some of the younger AFOLs trying to prey, not the younger, but like the hipster ones trying to prey on the naivety of new registrants who don't know what's going on and like trying to play into that.
Well, maybe. I don't know how many. I just saw a lot of people saying, the people that walked through that talked to me said that they just saw a lot of stuff that just didn't move. I picked up a couple of things that I looked at that were kind of nice, but they just like a couple of my high priced items. There were stuff I would have loved to have, but I wasn't looking to spend money. If I had money in my pocket that was burning a hole in it, some of those sets I probably would have bought at some of the prices because they even just looking at looked reasonable. But that was when I was clearing out and I really wasn't looking because I never looked. My goal was to sell and coordinate. And in the end, my goal might next year be to just sell ahead of time and then coordinate and just not have to worry about selling at the yard sale and strictly just coordinate, walk around and whatnot. We'll see. I like to sell because it gives me a chance to bring some of my older stuff that people might want. Obvious that because I had some stuff that I didn't even pull out. You saw them, Trop, the silver Stormtrooper magnet, chrome silver Stormtrooper magnet, the chrome silver, the Stormtrooper poly bag. My ARF, my Shadow ARF, my white Boba Fett. So I had a few high poly bag things, but those didn't really go out. A lot of it was just sets. I was kind of like I said, I brought a few Chima sets, banking on the fact that we were doing a Chima display, but One sold. They didn't all sell. I mean, in the end, it was kind of still cool. So, Chop, did you like my fire station I picked up? Did you see my little fire station I picked up? It's kind of small. Let me see if I can make it a little larger. The set. What the heck did I have?
What's fire station? How can I see it? Where is it?
Set 570.
Yeah, that's
this
cool.
Is the one I had that's the first set I had when I was a kid, and so it was at Bricks and Minifig before I went to Chicago. I'm like, hey, if that's still there afterwards, I got to buy it. I went back, and it wasn't where it was. So I'm looking around. Maybe I waited too long, and then it was sitting on another shelf. I went and bought it. So.
Did you get it for a decent price?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I really didn't care what I paid. I paid $65, but
that's not bad. If it's
$65
complete.
With a box, with instructions, and the stickers haven't been applied yet. So
that's
stickers
good.
haven't been applied.
Oh, that's really good. Stickers not applied. Damn.
Yeah, because my flag is white.
Nice white flags.
White flag, no stickers.
I just mailed out a fire station to Click and Cliff today. A vintage fire station. I don't even know which one it is. Does anyone know? Oh, Triple D, how you doing, buddy? Triple D was not having a strong heart rate today. So best wishes. Hope you get well soon after he's in medical recovery.
Well, I didn't have them. I didn't have them out. They were in a bag. Chop they were behind. They were sitting in one of the bins. I didn't have them out. They were on my list, but they weren't out. They were on the list.
I was looking at the white spaceman magnet.
Yeah, they're not cheap though. I mean, I have the magnets should still be the magnets. I think are still they come off the magnet. A lot of my magnets.
Yeah, that's why I wanted the guys to come off the magnets because they did that for 1 year, and then after that, the magnets they glued them to it. Because
Hasbro had the action figure license, but I have.
No, I'm not talking about the Star Wars. I'm talking about the white spaceman.
He came off in the poly bag. He came off.
Yeah, he's supposed to. They had a. Never mind. I'm not fighting with you.
I know. I mean, basically, what was wild is when they started gluing them, they glued them for all, even the themes they controlled.
Yeah, I know.
And all. That sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Those I've actually tried taking off with hot water.
Well, that's why I was trying to collect the ones the wave of them before they started gluing them, which the white spaceman, classic spaceman, was part of that wave. But and one time I think a couple of years ago I asked you if you could help me figure out which ones were the ones that came off, so that when I found them on eBay I could tell. But I don't think you ever got back to me on it because I didn't know which ones, because there's the series, the ones after it, they have similar
eBay's patterns. Yeah, unless they take pictures of the back, you won't know.
I thought there was a piece count on the ones that come off the magnets and the ones
I don't know, because I know the ones that are glued say these that it says these items are glued.
But like that's why I was trying to look at the one, because I wanted to. I can look at online pictures.
Yeah, I don't have them with me, but I mean, and I don't have any. I've had the magnet sets. I keep coming across them, but usually they'll say they're glued. I mean, usually because I know the ones that aren't glued, they don't say anything. But the ones once they started gluing them, they started saying pieces are glued together. Or something.
I think there was a piece. I don't remember.
I think there were even the girl magnet set with the red backing. I think some were glued and some were not. So it's kind of those things where
you don't even care.
What are normal prices? Because I don't know. I don't think you'd probably consider mine normal. So
and I don't even. Care.
Those chrome ones are like $100 nowadays. So they're not cheap, unfortunately. And actually, I mean, that's why I bought I was buying some of those magnet sets, some of the magnet guys cheap when they were on sale or whatnot, hoping I could maybe even do that too, take the pins out of them and use them too. But yeah, I mean, yeah. And whoever said thanks for the show. Yeah, my show on Friday in Chicago was kind of short. Both Kevin and Larry were working Kevin recruited Larry to help with voting and such, or judging, and so both of them were gone when we went live, and so I had nobody really in the field to kind of go down into the hall and shoot videos. So I did. Panda was there, but I mean, he needed the data because he's from Canada, and so in the end, it just didn't work. So thanks for anybody who stuck by for half an hour. We did record D&D. It did not go live. The first half, I think, has a sound glitch. I don't know what Jesse can do with it. I uploaded last night. It took almost 4 hours to upload the 20 gig or whatever it is session, and so I need to upload the other one tonight. But private, they're private. They're not public. Jesse will decide what he wants to do with them. We did record them. That one was kind of a crazy session. There were a lot going on there. I think most of my Friday night D&D at Brick World was on the defensive for a change instead of the offensive. So it wasn't very exciting.
Where's all your supposed co-hosts tonight?
Jesse is doing in-person D&D up in Minnesota, Minneapolis, and then Larry has FAN Expo Denver this weekend, so he's there, probably setting up. So I mean, I'm guessing. I know sometimes he's popped in, but I mean, it's 7 o'clock out there, going on 7 o'clock. So I mean, I'm guessing he's still busy with that. So in the end, it also depends on whether or not he gets reception there. Obviously, we lucked out at nice black on black shutters with a black window.
Yeah, that's how you access the tools in the Blacktron set.
Nice. In the end, we actually could have gone. I mean, we could have done. I mean, actually, I plugged into the outlet, the Cat 5 outlet in the room we were using, and it was, I mean, massive speed. So it was pretty cool. So
I have to take this apart because I have to refurbish this because the person who said this was all good to go to Chris at Replay Toys, I went through the set and I'm like, dude, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. This is not even Lego. And I'm like,
all I have from the Blacktron is I have the Renegade. I bought that one from
So I'm trying to part the Renegade together right now, but I'm missing a vital part, so I can't move on with the parting together.
So yeah, Stud Sidious. I mean, in the end, I mean, it also, I'd say if that's what they're selling for, if you've actually seen them where they actually have sold for that much, that's crazy. I mean, I don't really have much that are like that. I mean, that's nuts. I mean, in the end, just to have something sell that much. I mean, there's stuff out there. I mean, even and that's kind of hard to believe because even the Toy Fair Iron Man and Captain America, which I had a few of, that I traded from somebody, those went from anywhere from 800 to like. So in the end, I mean, it just depends on what people are willing to pay. I mean, if that's what they're paying for them, wow, that's crazy. So the problem is I have probably something that's in my collection that should be super valuable, but they sent it to me and it didn't come with all the stuff that went with it. So I have one of the original Lesters, but I got it. It was given to me because I was the one person in the Lego stores that actually helped them locate the hats. Oh, yeah. They needed the hats for that before they reproduced the hats again. But
yeah,
we had them in our store in in our BAM bins, and I dug out whatever 100, 150 hats or whatever for the original Lester. So somebody sent me one. They made sure, hey, well, give it to so-and-so or get it, whatever. But it's just a clear package. It doesn't have the fancy backing or anything. So in the end, it's interesting from that. So, and I have that somewhere. I don't even know where it is anymore, but I have it somewhere. It's not. I mean, it's special because I know what it is, but somebody else will say you just put it in a plastic container. Like, yeah, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I know where it came from, and I know what the value is.
I've seen it,
but
why would you lie about it? What the? Oh my god! D.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kill you.
I mean, in the end, some stuff is worth just holding on to. I mean, like
that's why
in the end, I mean, basically, I have lots of stuff. I mean, in the end, I mean, is it all worth selling? I mean, in the end, some stuff, I might start selling some of the used stuff if I just don't think I'm going to use it. I mean, obviously, I have a Ewok village I built years ago, and I thought it was cool. I thought I was going to use it for something, and in the end, it's been in a box forever. So, built, but in a box. I built it like on a, I think I built it on a Beyond the Brick stream or something, you know, when they're 24-hour streams. So in the end, I have that. I mean, maybe I'll sell it. I mean, you know, I have the first big sand crawler, not the second one, which I think was the better one, but the first one I have with the Jawas with the capes, and that one's still in the box, sealed. But and I have a Death Star 10188, so I have the first Death Star with the minifigs, and you know, but I mean, you know, I mean, we all have stuff. I mean, is it, you know, but do you want to get rid of it? I mean, that's kind of the kicker.
I want to get rid of everything I have. Let's do it. Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, in the end, I'm starting to realize parts are better than sets. It's just, you know, it's kind of.
Well, yeah, Lego's stupid now.
You know, so in the end, it's one of those things where just, you know, there's always good things out there, and it, you know, and everything's got value. So in the end, if you can get value for it, and it helps you buy other stuff, you know, hey, I'm all for it. I mean, just like I said, that the Wakanda set, which I might not see. You know, because we don't have a lot of people in here tonight, so building would take me away from watching the chat and stuff. But maybe I can sell the figs, maybe reopen my brick store and sell my figs, start selling figs, and keep the parts for like the builds, and just write in my collection that I parted out the set for parts. Which a lot of those sets that's what they were bought for, was to part them out. Perfect example: they got 18 water dragons from Elves. I bought 18 of them, and I built them. Not all of them have the stickers on. So, I mean, I have a bunch that don't have stickers. And then I also have I should have all the bag twos floating around somewhere, because I'm pretty sure I didn't part all those out. I hope I didn't. But so in the end, I mean, I probably have the ability to sell those used. Might have some boxes, might not, you know. So, well, yeah, I mean, you know.
Oh my gosh.
In the end, it's, I mean, I do the rough sort like what Hinkle suggested years ago. So I mean, like all my plates are in like a plates bin, but then I've kind of started to sort them a little bit more. But like the 4x and the 2x bins are full, you know, like the stacked bins, you know, like the stacked, like the 5 or 6 that you see at Walmart usually sells the 3 high. I've got like the 6 high, six bins or whatever. And the big thicker bins, I have a 4x plates. I mean, it's full. And I mean, I keep finding more bags of them in other boxes. So, I mean, I have lots of stuff. It's just, can you use it? That's why when I see like the back screen here, when we look at this screen here, we look at this big screen here, we've got all the pick-a-brick that's, you know, for the summer of this year. I mean, there's some parts like the rock panel piece. Chop might like that down in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah.
He just built that huge eagle spire. I mean, he'd probably love a few of those. I wouldn't mind a couple of those.
Hey, what's the third one in? Second row down, third one in. What color is that? Those classic space pieces, like.
It looks like light bluish gray. I mean, my big picture shows, I think.
Okay, I want
light
that.
Bluish gray, I think. I thought that was pretty cool too, because that's kind of from the old days. You usually have them on the front of all your vehicles and stuff. Yep. And right next to it, they have like the rocket piece. Actually, let me see if I can pull up. Let me open the picture here. I actually I've got it in. That's JPEG. Let me pull up the.
It's hurting my beautiful blue eyes. I can't look at it right now.
Let me pull up the big picture here. So.
Let me get the big picture with the big.
We'll present this. Actually, let's see. First, we'll go back to this, and then we'll present this, because this actually has the. This is the PNG file. So this is the good one. So we'll start in the upper left corner. So we got the heart tiles. We got the door frames with the doors. We got a heart plate, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah. Looks like we've got the ball joint, and so we've got a couple different ball joint things. I mean, for this one, Moto is gonna love that. You've got blue. I think it's supposed to be a dark blue support piece. 1x1 trans red. I think they've been on the walls many years ago. These look kind of cool. These the 2x2 round with the bars around the octagon brown.
Are those what color are they?
I think they're either a pearl gray or metallic.
Yeah.
Or something. So maybe gunmetal gray or something.
Oh, good printed eyes. You can't get those anywhere.
Those the ladder piece, probably in light bluish gray. That's the old style ladder from the old Space too.
I like them.
We've got the gold fence, which is the ornate fence, which has been out.
I don't
for a
like
while.
the gold. I wish they would do. I would rather have that in a different color. The gold. Ooh, the new circle windows.
Yeah, the brown windows, curved windows might be pretty cool for some stuff. This one, the ornate pearl gold's been out for a while.
Oh yeah, I have so many.
This yellow plate with the like I don't know how they describe that, vertical or horizontal.
It's
but they
a clip,
got
the other opposite clip from the original clip.
Yeah, and then the white or the pink 1x1 round studs. We've got a curved 3x3 dark purple plate, pretty cool. These gold ladders look pretty sweet. They look kind of nice. Pearl gold ladders.
I don't have those in gold. Yeah.
And here's that rocket piece next to those wings.
What color is that? White?
It's white. Yeah, it's a white rocket. Yeah.
I want those. Yeah, I want those. The ones next to it, those dark bluish.
Yeah, and then you've got looks like almost like a pearl gray, like a wing, kind of like from.
The flag wings. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got also a like a.
No, the trophy.
Trophy. Yeah. Looks like we've got looks like what appears to be like a 1x8 blue brick.
Ooh, which is okay. That's
headlight brick in yellow.
Oh, that's nice.
The palisade brick in like gray. I can't probably light stone gray. You got wagon wheels. Masonry white would be kind of cool.
I need them so bad. I've been wanting those for years, and they finally came out, and there's no really good way to get them.
Yeah, and then we've got pink 1x2s, and they got the 1x4, like looks like tan or nougat.
Yeah, those are good. Ooh, look at the plants. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like we've got big limbs and small limbs mixed in there. So then you got the flowers, yellow and red. Now this piece looks kind of cool. I can't. It looks like a 1x2 panel piece. It looks like in trans clear. It's hard to tell. It looks
they're the little edge panels like this.
Yeah, something like that. It's either that or it's got the ends on it too, maybe the sides at the end. We've got like the white 1x2 curved slope's been out there before.
Yeah, I don't need that.
1x4 green plates,
those are always good.
Another looks like maybe this is the nougat. Maybe
those are always good.
You got the 1x1 green plate with hole. You got flames. Lightsaber blades, these will be the ones that'll be UV reactive, it looks like. Nice. Trees, small trees are out there. Pretty cool. Lamp posts. Now these white fences are something I wouldn't mind. They'd look good in some of my polar jails.
I need those too. Everyone needs those.
And they've got the studs across the top. The old black ones only had studs on the end. Those actually have studs on top all the way across the top.
Well, I have both. For almost every color.
We got another palisade, so it might be the same palisade. Looks like we've got some maybe dark green limb pieces along with some lavender. 1x8 in red brick. 8x8 white tiles or white plates.
That's good.
I'm probably
people can do hoth. People can make a hoth.
Yeah, I could use some 4x6 blue plates, always good for water, at least underneath tiles and such. Looks like a 2x8 tan.
That's good for Mills plates.
Yeah. 4x6 stone gray.
Green.
We've got the corner white plate, 8x8. Pretty cool. And then that curved tan one, which is kind of nice. And they got slides. They put the big slides out there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to take up space in your cup.
Yeah, I don't think you can get very many in your cup for that. And here's those rock pieces we were talking about right here, the rock panels. Definitely, I told one of my pals out in the Facebook marketplace out there that would be one of my favorite parts if he sees any of them. Yeah, so I sent him my revised picture. Said, hey, these are the parts I'm looking for if you see them.
Yeah.
2x8 yellow plate. Looks like a nougat 4x8 plate. More of the 4x6 blue. Looks like a 2x8 red plate. We got, hey, it looks like this is kind of cool. This is a 2x8 slope.
Oh, black slopes. Yeah.
That's a pretty big slope, but it'd be pretty nice if you got a lot of the 1x1s
It's
or
good for
2x2s.
roofs.
You got the panel in
Oh,
black.
I got like 100 of those from Haley. They were on her picture.
We got a jumper plate 1x2 in white, 2x3 in blue plate, and then we got trans yellow heads. Probably because the lampposts are there. Those
need that for potions. Potions.
Yeah,
potions.
yeah. That or if you wanted to switch out your guys. So yeah. So stop sharing.
Potions.
You know, kind of cool, guys. I mean, that's where our backdrop is tonight. That's kind of what I kind of pieced them all together. The pictures I had. I mean, I don't know how truly accurate it is. I know I've seen some of those parts already show up in some of that pick-a-brick marketplace on Facebook. Definitely, if you're not near a store, but you like to buy pick-a-brick, that's where I'd go. I actually have a guy that's going to message me. I'm sure how much I owe him for the cup and shipping for, and it's not on this. It's not on here, but it was a trans light blue radar dish, probably 8x8. It had some of those, some 1x4 dark blue tiles, and then there was something else that was maybe either lightsaber blades or snowflakes. So there's a lot of stuff still showing up. And if you can't get near a wall, I definitely recommend joining that Facebook group if you're on Facebook.
One of the stores, either Gurney Mills or the one in the Woodfield, had the radar things you're talking about in the trans light blue.
Yeah,
but they were getting scooped up by AFOLs like crazy. And
yeah, I mean, the only store I hit was on the way out of town was Woodfield, and didn't really have much. I bought one cup. It had the 1x2 white jumper, or 1x2 white jumper plates, those angle plates in white, and then the slopes, the 2x8 curved white slope or something. So So in the end, I mean, I didn't grab a lot. I mean, I should have probably. I was thinking of maybe driving down to Orland Square. I probably should have, because that would have been a drive. That's where I hit last year after Brick World, and freaking bought, I don't know, $150, $200 worth of stuff, you know. But I also got that was where I got the Forestman Hideout. So that's where I got my gift for purchase. It was at the end of the weekend. So, but I was dropping off Panda at the airport at Midway that day also. So. Looks like viewership is dropping, so I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Jeff's name.
I saw Haley. Haley was in the chat at one point.
Dude, Jude. Hi, dude, Jude. Hi, Stud Sidious. Stud Sidious, I tried to prank call you.
Roll call.
I tried to prank call you, Stud Sidious, a couple times today to tell you that you have to make all the merch and shirts for all my friends.
So,
you're screwed.
You know, and I did wear my blue shirt or my purple shirt today. For my Friday Night Brick shirt. There was only one person of the four that didn't wear their shirt at Chicago. I should have had him give it to Iceberg and just cover over the name, and he could have walked around with it. Iceberg wants one of these things, so.
Oh yeah, he seems like he'd wear a bowling shirt.
He's been in a bunch too. He was in the Thursday stream with Hoosiers.
Yeah, he's been on Hoosiers lately too. Been showing up at Hoosiers a bunch.
So, well, I mean, in the end, it's kind of nice with just the more people. I mean, it's kind of doesn't generally go as well with only a couple of us in here. Generally, I play music, but I'll just keep yapping and yapping and yapping.
Happy New Year! Everyone, it's New Year's weekend.
It didn't go that fast, so
it's New Year's weekend, everybody, and I just got screwed over on the black panel. Switching it out, D. You can't trick me, D.
Yeah, we gotta start thinking about what we're gonna do next year, since the theme next year is Let's Go Exploring. I mean, I got a couple ideas. Might do a personal one too. I did pick up.
Pretty easy.
I mean, I might do some exploring into my personal life maybe next year a little bit. We'll see. I did hit Brick Mania on the way out of town.
I'm gonna do a legacy of lust and hate.
They even give me a World War brick. So it's kind of cool. Well, I bought the U.S. Air Force dress uniform because I was in the Air Force for a whopping 9 months, so I bought that and a M16. So I did, I just wish I had the break because that's what I was. I was law enforcement canine. So, but yep. So it's kind of cool. So, yeah, I stopped by there. It was kind of nice. They said it was pretty busy during the show. It's kind of out of the way. It's a little bit farther south. It's no longer in the mall, so you definitely when you get there. So I was looking at. They did have the adventure pack. I didn't purchase it, but I was looking at it.
What's the adventure pack?
4 adventures. I think it was a sorcerer, paladin, rogue, and ranger. So
wait, what are you talking about right now?
Well, Brickmania. They had an adventure pack.
I was looking for something.
No, so
I missed the beginning. I apologize.
Actually, they had the Corsair, and I'm like, gosh, dang it! The 1 year I wish I would have sold more in the yard sale. If I'd have sold about another $400 or $500, I'd have bought the Corsair because every time I looked for it when I was at the shows, they didn't have it. Now they have it available.
Every time I shave, I feel like I have Corsair.
Oh, you're so funny. But I think it's like a $350 or $400 set. So I mean, it's
expensive. Don't you get Corsair?
Corsair, yeah, Corsair F for you.
I know what you're talking about.
I know. I'm just giving you crap.
I was joking about my whiskers.
It was kind of cool to see it. They had them on the shelf. I was like, I was so tempted, but yeah.
It's only like $40 million for one, right?
Well, I mean, they're expensive, and they're selling everything. They're selling the other ones too. They're not selling just theirs. They sell a little bit of everything that's down there, everything that's coming out. But I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, they're branching out, selling whatever. There's other brands out there that do
a little bit of that. So you got your engine cycles, you got your storage compartments. This is going to Technic in. This is going to be your rotary chassis. You're going to have your tool sections here. So you got your tools, and then the other side you got your weapon and your slapper paddle. Chop,
you're going to make me want to pull out all my 80s space stuff and start building again. You know that, right?
Well, I'm going to piece together another alienator, I think, tonight. I think I have the parts to do another alienator. This is the one from my childhood, but I think I can do a second alienator so I can have dose alienator attack.
I need to go through all the collections I own and see which ones.
Because I've been saving vintage parts since the day I was born.
Why is this suddenly all over blurred?
If you want to, I didn't know they still made that.
Is it focusing on it? I am.
Yeah,
blurred.
Jeff Digley, are you talking about this one, Jeff? I know they do still make it. I know, but they don't put it in many sets. That's why to see it on the pickup brick, I was real happy. Like,
there we go. Now I'm clear. Now I'm blurred.
Clear.
It's focusing on Chester and Dorothy. That's what it is. My co-hosts are up in the tree. They're up in the tree. Chat seems pretty dead. Chat is dead. I'm not sure what happened.
Nice.
Must have had a nuke go off in the chat. Nobody's talking.
Yeah.
Apocalypse. Nothing exciting to talk about.
It's called the chat.
I did find the spaceship from Lightyear. That was $15. Also picked up a couple of those.
What was it normally retail?
I think it was. Somebody said it was 50, but I thought it was. I don't want to say. I thought
because did you see what Brick Thunder Underworld did right away? He made it into a Blacktron 1. That Lightyear spaceship, he turned it Blacktron 1. It's super awesome. Have you seen that or not? Damn it, Reed! I gotta show you that.
Probably not.
Damn, Reed! It is one of the coolest freaking. Oh God, you're gonna pee all over the floor. I hope.
Let's see.
I wanted to get one just to
the
do
XL15
because you could actually do
one. Retail for $50, so it was $50. I mean, I think their tag maybe said normally $30 on the shelf, or was $30, but I mean it was $50. Got for $15. I bought 2 of them. So, I mean, and of course the Wakanda had a cool ship. I might have to build this. At least pull the figs out.
That Wakanda has some really cool parts in it. Some old tipper truck parts in it. that I didn't even know
I
they
just thought
made
the ship
anymore.
was kind of cool. Plus, it's got a trans purple windscreen on it. But
Yeah,
it was $15, so I couldn't,
What's the retail in the Wakanda?
I do not have that, Mark. The Adventure Zeppelin, but you're kind of hinting at what I was thinking of trying to build next year for Brick World.
Where did you find these clearance at?
Walmart. One Walmart had clearance. The other Walmart I went to didn't. So, I mean, I hit 2 Walmarts during the week, and one of them had it, and one
I
of them
went to
didn't.
Walmart for Tums, and they didn't have crap for clearance.
It just depends. I'm like, so what's funny is the one Walmart had clearance, and they just finished their remodel. The other Walmart's going through a remodel, and they haven't clearanced anything yet. They might probably soon, because in the end, we're shifting to that new stuff. So the Adventure Zeppelin's pretty cool. I want to build a Zeppelin, but I want to build a big one that would go with this house over here.
What's the Adventure Zeppelin?
That's it was an old gray one. I think it was probably about like this big.
Oh, for the Adventurers? Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It's an older one. So
I thought it was a new set that you're...
When you search Lego Zeppelin, that's the one that's going to pull up. What are you trying to pull up another? You trying to? Are we going to be? Oh, okay.
He did Blacktron, Brickbender Underworld.
Yeah. Isn't he the one that's usually? Isn't he the one that's usually doing a lot of underwater stuff?
Yeah, but he did. I think that Lightyear ship. He has a video of it. See. He has a video where he dumps the box out for the Buzz Lightyear set, and this comes out instead, the Blacktron one. It looks really good. $15. I have the instructions downloaded for it, but like.
Well, I built one already. I mean, and I would have
of the Buzz Lightyear one.
Yeah, I already built the XL15 once, and I have 2 more now. I also have 2 more of the Galaxy Explorer, and I already built one of those too. So
wouldn't that be cool to do like an ice planet a version of the Buzz Lightyear, and do like I don't know, some other classic space theme versions of that Buzz Lightyear fighter? Like it'd be cool to do an Amazon one.
I mean, you could. I mean that or with the next project support we're doing for WISLUG, I might have to build some space stuff, maybe a custom spaceship. So.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted. I like.
I mean, in the end, I really haven't done enough modifications. I've been working on the castle, so I mean that's why with Let's Go Exploring next year, maybe we'll have to. Maybe Chima will be hitting space next year or something. Maybe
I like to take the modern spaceships and give them the retro twist. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fun.
More like a shuttle or something, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like the newer vehicles, because you get to use modern. See, my building style is very. I love to use modern with vintage because there's parts that they don't make anymore. So to mix the old parts with the new parts is fun because I come up with stuff that you don't see anyone else, that you don't see a lot of people doing because they're just using all modern or they're using all vintage. But when you mix them together, you can get some pretty cool stuff going on sometimes. I mean, it's not like whoa, out of this world, but it's still interesting stuff, you know. Never mind. I'll leave you alone. I didn't mean to bother you.
Get back. We do have something here. I threw a dice in.
So what my new hobby is actually to harass all my friends in the Lego community. So what I'm going to do is constantly prank call people, do like horrible things to all my friends, like not in a mean way, but it's just like a hobby. You know what I mean?
I found something.
We got to make everyone's life miserable in the Lego community. That'll bring some spice back into our relationships.
So I want to present myself. I did find my bag. So there's the silver Stormtrooper. And this one, and they're I had to tape them because the glue was falling off. But usually if you read the back here, usually if it's glued, it'll say.
You have the cheap glue for the blister packaging. I hate that one with glue for the blister part.
I mean, the magnet sets don't list piece count, so I'm pretty sure these guys came off because I have one and I think I did that.
The bag ones had. Look at the white spaceman. There's a piece count.
White spaceman. If you
That's the one Yeah, you can feel it, but if I buy it online, I can't look at it like that. I have to buy it in person to be able to see that.
Yeah, see, it's all parts in there. So.
I know. That's why I was looking at it, and then you're like, "Get out of here, you rotten kids!" And I'm like, "I'm not a kid anymore, Dad. You don't know what it's like.
No, there's my
be a butt shop. You don't know what it's like.
The white Bobo Fett.
Oh yeah, he's so white.
The Shadow off Cooper. And then here we go. We got the chrome.
I think that's what
poly bags. Now this one says. Now this one does say contains 5 pieces.
Yeah, but that's not a magnet. It's a poly bag.
Yeah. Well, I mean the other one's a magnet too, but I think the guy comes off. I mean, I could cut the tape off real quick and show if people want.
I'd be interested, but you don't have to.
Just gotta find my.
I don't really care because I'm not after Star Wars.
Well, in the end, I'd have to retape. I'll have to retape. I could retape it anyways. Yeah, because in the end, it's really. If they use the glue that fell apart.
I'm not looking for Star Wars magnets anyhow. So, but I'm sure
anybody
in the
would
audience.
Anybody would be interested to know. I might even be able to peel the tape back.
We got hundreds of fans, and they all got cans in there.
Okay, so here we'll just pull off the one side. So here he is. Look at how nice and shiny he is. Whoa.
Oh wow! Yeah, he is minty.
Magic. I think.
Glued. I knew it.
Oh, he doesn't come off.
Nope, he's glued. I knew it.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
Yeah, Lego.
His helmet comes off.
That's why everyone hates Lego. No, just kidding.
Well, because it's Star Wars. That's the problem.
Star Wars is junk.
Okay, so look at that. Hey, look at that. I've got some silver Stormtrooper chrome legs.
You could make a custom minifigure on top of those legs by adding your own parts.
Here, look at this. We're gonna sell them like this.
Yeah.
Here I got half and half of the silver Stormtrooper. Half is glued and half is unglued.
You can do your sig fig on the legs of the magnet.
Could. That's nuts. Gosh, that sucks. Thanks, Chop.
What? I knew that because that's why I was trying to talk to you. I was right 2 years ago. I brought this up to you, and I guess maybe you didn't want to talk about it at the time, but you kind of brushed me off, so then I never brought it up again. But this was like a serious Lego discussion I tried to have with you a couple of years ago, but I'm not gonna sit there and be like, hey Reed. So
fine. It's good to know. That means these will be harder to get rid of. These will be easier to get rid of then.
You're ornery, you're cranky. I don't know what to do about it. So.
Kind of sucks. That sucks. Oh well. That's good to know about the magnet, but it shouldn't be glued, huh? Well, I mean, it probably shouldn't be glued. Well, that or it's really old and it's just so tightly on there it don't want to come.
No. I've been doing some of my own research on these magnets.
I mean, it is 2009. I mean, it's 2009 that did this. But, yeah. I mean, because most of the magnet sets from this time period were not glued unless it said it was glued on the back. It would say at the top, elements are glued together. I mean, and so it doesn't say that it is. So, I mean, yeah. Hey, Bricklock, didn't mean to ignore you. We kind of
Bricklock
in here. Yeah, no Lego really should ever be glued. Yeah. Too bad the glue that they use to glue together keychain figs doesn't fall apart that easily. Yeah. Well,
too bad it wasn't as cheap as the glue they used to put the blister on the packaging, the bubble on the packaging, because that glue was crap. They should have used that for the minifig.
Bricklock, you must be talking about Train Station. I think I've come across a couple times, but storage is a mess. I really haven't been playing with it too much. I will look for it again. I'm sure I've tripped over it a couple times.
What train station is it on?
The old yellow one. I sold it it's the one I sold at Chicago.
Which old? Yeah.
The yellow one I sold for I think $150. I sold the one in the box for about the price that it was at. Like I said earlier, No, newer than that. 7997, I believe, is the number on the one.
This is 4554.
No, the Swiss train without the. You mean my hobby train without the box? That's in a bin. It's been in a bin for many, many years. I mean, that shouldn't be too hard to find. I'll have to look to make sure it is the complete. I'd have to probably do a parts inventory of it because it's been in one of those plastic, I've been one of those stack bins, and I opened it and dumped it in the bin. So, I mean, I didn't use it. I mean, but I had it sitting in that bin. So I will look, Bricklock, and see. I will look.
I mean, keep your distance, but don't look like you're trying to keep your distance. I don't know, fly casual.
Yes.
Oh, these are going to be all cracked.
Are you supposed to be Han? That means I'm Chewy, huh?
Yeah. No, this is going to hurt my eyes. Oh, it's not plugged in, so it can't hurt my eyes.
So, no, I mean, and the chances are with the box for the old one, I'd have to go, even if I had, I'd have to hunt for it because, I mean, I've had forever. That one might have been the one that, if I opened it, it might have been one of the ones I got from Hinkle that was like badly mangled. I think whatever pallet they found of those that I ended up getting the last few of those was pretty mangled. I mean, it must have been a pallet that just disappeared somewhere in the warehouse because I had ordered 2 and Lego canceled my order. That was, I think, the first time I ever really cussed at Lego. Surprised they still hired me after that incident. But,
Blacktron parts.
Blacktron parts.
I have bindles.
Well, I'm taking apart all my lightsaber pieces from when these were the old parts to my, like my old rainbow portals. But now that we did the gold chains, which looks so much better, I can take these apart and make my actual, which Chop was talking about, or maybe it was Ralph, having actual Chima weapons. And I found my other elements for the Chima.
Oh yeah,
Chima staffs or whatever. So I'll make some of those. That's fine. I'll hunt for it, Bricklock. I will hunt for it. I mean, in the end, I would say definitely look and see if you can still download the instructions, because I think the instructions for that were.
You know what I forgot to remind you about, but it doesn't really matter. Then I was like, oh, well.
Actually, what's funny is I knew that part number before I even looked at it. 10183. Actually, I'll probably go to Lego and see if they actually still have it on their website.
So I was like, remember when you got me that Ninjago Walmart thing with the dragon and the two?
Yeah.
I forgot about it, and I'm like, oh, he's coming up for Bay Beach, and then now I'm not doing Bay Beach because I have a family thing, which I never do family stuff, and then all of a sudden my mom's like, don't forget about your cousins. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I mean, then I forgot. I even forgot that you got that for me, so I was gonna buy that from you because I need that.
Yeah,
sweet ass.
It'll sit somewhere. It's still sitting somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh, I know, but
I probably forgot to put a post it on there saying it's for you, but it's still there.
Oh, that's okay. You Buckshot doesn't really matter anyway. He's an idiot.
Well, I think I found a bunch of them, and I sold a boatload or a bunch of them to Stuart. But I actually didn't boatload. Few of them.
You didn't remember that you got one for me? Come on.
I already had opened the dragon I had already had the dragon separately somehow, so I was like, I don't need one. But
I can't believe you forgot about old idiot Chop.
Well, I remember that was the big thing. I think they set the instructions on that were down.
No, because I missed out on that dragon when it was on its own, and then they didn't have it at any of my Walmarts. That 3-pack for $15. And I'm like, well, I don't have the two little sets that were in there or the dragon. So, and then I couldn't find it anywhere, and you found it. And I'm like, can you pick me one up? But that was so long ago that I even forgot. Yeah.
Whoa, they don't have it. That's crazy. Okay, so you will have to hunt. I wonder how the heck they were supposed to do that. I don't think it. Well, I can't remember if it came. Well, let's see. Let's go to Bricklink.
Okay, I need like a tray. Let's get some awesome Lego discussions going on, you idiot chatters. So my new thing is insulting the audience. They love it. Just kidding. But they do like it. But anyway, so this year
maybe they did have instructions for it.
I haven't been reminding people about the 72 to sign up. It's coming up. And there's a lot of spots open, and I'm not going to remind people. So if it doesn't fill up, I don't care. And this will probably be the last year of it ever under my watch anyway, because it's just not even, people don't care about it because there's constantly live streams 24/7, all kinds of pandemic idiots constantly streaming. So just a fair warning that we're going to lose a YouTube Lego community custom will be dying this year. And the blog spot does have the sign up sheet in the blog spot. So it's one link that you have to share with people and no one's sharing it. So no skin off my butt.
Let's see, 10183. Well, Brick said actually that's where I went, and it looked like it actually said it actually went to it said it went to another site, but didn't go to that site. It said, they should have a listing of where to get it. And maybe it does have instructions. I got to hunt for them. Obviously, it does. It says they have them. I just know they're not in the bin because I keep going open in the bin and I come across parts. So
and he just proved my point.
So, but Bricklink says there were instructions, so I probably have them somewhere over the rainbow.
So let's get an F in the chat if y'all saw what happened there. Wait, Friday night. Bricks. Oh, wow. We got a celeb in there. So anyway, what I was saying that you weren't listening about the 72. Anyway, that's good, everybody.
Oh, that's coming up at the end of the month.
It's coming up, lots of open spots, and I'm not harping on people or reminding them there is a link. It's one link that you share. It already has the current scheduling, who's scheduled, and it has the sign up sheet in the link. So everything is in one place. No one's sharing the link except for Click and Cliff. So if it doesn't fill up, I don't really care. I'm not harping on people like I have in the past to remind them. And this will be the last year I probably undertake it. So I don't really care. There's so much live streaming that no one cares about live stream community events and community building. So I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
Don't lose sleep over it, Chop.
So we're gonna lose a custom.
I do not want to hear a urgent report from the Lions up there that you are losing sleep.
Oh yeah, I don't care. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm giving up on her.
If those Chima Lions call my Ice Bears and say Chop is losing his mind and losing sleep, I'm going to be in.
I don't care.
So now that you built all that, what are your plans for all your stuff now? Eagle Spire and all that.
Smash it. I don't know.
Build something new.
I don't know, Reed.
Well,
what do you think? What are you thinking?
Maybe I'll have to start watching the episodes, but if there's some good episodes that talk about exploring. I mean, I know I had Ralph's interest when I told him the theme was let's go exploring. He says the Crocs love to explore. So,
well,
I don't know. I mean, in the end, I would love to have another collab for next year. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily Chima, but
tell you straight up that basically the second wave of Chima was based on a portion of the show, the story of the show, where it was called Search for the Legendary
Oh yeah.
These. And so the whole point of it was Laval was banished to the Outlands, which is basically like the forbidden zone with all the poisonous plants, the spiders, scorps, and bats and everything. So he was banished there, and that's also where Lagravis, which is Laval's uncle, has been banished to, and he actually. So they go there to find the legendary beast to save Chima, and they basically are exploring this deadly Outlands, and that whole thing is about the theme of. So the whole middle section, in between the opening where it's Crocs versus Lions at the beginning, that's basically the first wave of sets. Second wave is the exploration of the Outlands and trying to search for the legendary beast to be able to save Chima, and then that's when they accidentally wake up the fire and the ice guys, which turns into fire and ice for the final ending of the series. So that's basically the plot line.
What's funny is these are the old translucent purple lightsaber blades.
Yeah.
I got some new ones on Lug Bulk last year, and they're actually even lighter, and I think they must be UV reactive because they didn't look as dark as this. They looked like they were a little bit more of a lighter tint to them. So, and actually, I think
they've been doing a lot of shit.
I was watching the Discord, and the Chima channel actually is going to have a couple people on.
The Chima channel is actually having a thing. I put it to notify. It's going to be awesome, dude. It's going to be who is more officially Chima, the Chima channel, or the people who made Chima. Is that what you're talking about? That live stream?
I don't know. He just said they were going to have 2 people on the show.
Yeah, that's what it's coming up, Reed. He's going to have
Sunday or whatever.
It's this Sunday?
I think so.
I put it to notify me, and I was going to tell you about it. Never mind. I don't talk to people because no one listens to me anyway. So.
They had asked for people who were willing to hype it up.
Yeah, well,
I think I researched the people.
No one. I can't hype anything, but I want to hype it. I can't even put together a 72-hour stream anymore because the community are all pricks.
Yeah, but it'll be pretty cool.
I'm more excited for that than the 72-hour. I hope the 72-hour gets canceled permanently. It will, unless you're going to set it up next year, because I ain't doing it after this year. If all the slots don't fill up, I quit. Because I shouldn't have to put in an ounce of work anymore. It's pretty like every year type thing. So F off community. All right, let's find these parts.
Oh, it's Tommy Andresen and John Daravlani next Sunday.
Versus
this Sunday,
versus the Chima channel on who's more about Chima. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, I know one of them did all the whole Chima thing. So it's pretty cool.
I know. Remember we saw him on that one stream that I told you about.
Oh, was that one we did that was back a while back? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, the 10-year when I messaged you right away. I'm like the 10-year anniversary stream, and I messaged a bunch of people, and the cool people showed up to it, and it was awesome.
The cool people showed up. Cool.
Yeah, you and Zizu. Ingrid watched it, I think. She watched the replay of it though. Because she didn't. She got.
That'd be cool.
No, we already watched it. That'll be cool on Sunday.
What is everybody in the chat up to tonight? Obviously, it's a Friday night. We're heading into July 4th weekend. Obviously, if you're here, it means you're probably not camping. Because if you're camping, I'm guessing you probably would not have anywhere near good enough service to be watching us. So.
That's one hell. That's not roughing it if you have that good of internet.
Yeah, if you can listen to us in the wilderness, that's
not
probably not. You're probably too close to town.
Yeah, Radisson Inn isn't camping.
Just Denmark is sorting brick tonight. It's always something to do. Sorting is an inevitable process. Sorting brick.
So here's the main chassis of this hot rod. And that's the rear. So that a part clicks in there. I like how it's all modular. Wherever you see those Technicals or these Technic pins, parts come off, and you can create different vehicles by removing the different parts and making it into a flyer attack. You got this thing is like a pretty much hyper attack vessel, like a Mad Max type thing, where it would come at you and just.
It definitely has the wheels I recognize from the old days.
I love these wheels, man. And these aren't dry rotted. They're nice and soft, and the hubs aren't cracked. Usually these are cracked. The black Technic hubs for these wheels, so really nice condition. Except for D, who owned this set and traded it or sold it to Replay Toys, tried to pull a fast one on Chris. And you're doing daily and weekly quests in Neverwinter? Cool. Neverwinter, it's summertime. But yeah, she tried pulling a fast one on Chris. Little did she know that I'd be the one getting the set. There's a bunch of issues with this. Bunch of issues, D. So I know you don't watch YouTube, but D, I'm coming for you. She's like an old lady that I always pick on, but I'm coming for you, D. Get ready to get shocked.
Okay.
Well, they always pull fast. Okay, so I told you Chris is having me build King Leo's castle from 2013, I want to say. And,
what's it called?
King Leo's Castle from 2013.
Yeah.
You heard of it?
I have.
Okay, well, he's having me build it so he can sell it this weekend in Two Rivers. There's a toy show in Two Rivers on this Sunday. Huge toy show in Trivers. That's short for Two Rivers. And he's going to be taking that there to sell. So I'm partnering it together. Well, whoever sold it to him said these parts, there's a couple parts missing. I'm going through. There's way more missing than that. So I'm going to have to source all the missing parts out of my own stuff. And I'm marking it down. And I'm like, dude, you got to watch out. These people are telling you that this, like, they're telling you only this and this is missing or that it's complete. It's not complete. I'm finding like bad parts in here, like broken parts, non-Lego parts. Like you can't be.
TJ is here.
What's up, Titanium JJ? It's called King's Castle Shop. Oh, sorry, King Castle Shop. Fine. It's not King Leo's cat. Fine.
Well, I guess you would know because King Leo had a big one of those raised base plates, whereas
right, it's not King Leo. It's King. It's the final. It's the 2014-2013 Castle Wave, the last Castle Wave that ever was.
Yeah, probably King's Castle. Then probably.
Yeah, King's Castle. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Lego nerds. Okay,
that's it.
I don't care what. I don't care what. It comes with a king. It has a portcullis and a drawbridge, and the portcullis is pretty neat. Who cares? I don't get to keep it. I'm building it so that he can sell it to someone in Two Rivers. Who the hell goes to Two Rivers unless you want to go swimming? You can go swimming in the lake.
Yeah, one of the sets from Chima's that's got a crazy price is the Ice Bites Claw Driller. That one's got a crazy price.
I have that set. You want to know another one?
I have a couple of them.
What?
I have a couple of them because they're the mech, because of the.
Yeah,
I love try to do it.
I sleep with mine. There's a couple other ones that actually have gone up quite a bit since I started collecting. Since Chima, at first Chima didn't really go up, but there's a few of them that are going up. Since they did have
also have a Krager's they have a Krager's command ship over at the Bricks and Minifigs. I think it's 100. I think it's missing a couple figs, but
that's BS. Then that should not be 100 missing any. It should be 100 complete. That's one of the ones I'm missing, but I'm not paying 100 for incomplete. Well, actually, I don't need Crueler, which is the only set she comes in. The female or Krager's sister's Crueler is that set, but I have her already.
Yeah, I think I've come across her and a couple other things. I know I bought a couple for
she's super hot.
Plus, I think there were some of her parts were actually in the And the support bricks, I actually have all of it, but like maybe the head, like her body.
I'm into all of her parts. Wow. She's
You
on my
sick man. Sick
no.
man.
She's on my MILF list. Minifigures I'd like to.
Okay, so this will be an official
Minifigures.
Ice Bear hammer.
Okay, so how is there supposed to be inverted slopes here, but there's no inverted slopes? No wonder this set was wrong. Like, okay, so when I was looking at the set, before I took it apart, I was like, oh, they're right here. I was like, this thing is lopsided. Like, D didn't put it together right. So I have to go through. Come on, D.
Do it. You can do it.
Really meticulous about when
I've been drinking water and actually should have cold, chilling beer. Actually, which was funny is actually, if I pull this one out, I mean,
you can't just pull it out on this stream, dude.
Well, why not?
It is New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's, everybody.
So, Brian asked me to bring this to Chicago, but I couldn't find it, and I ended up going to like one of my stops in New Glarus the week after that, and of course they had it, the strawberry rhubarb New Glarus.
Is that lady beer?
Is it what?
Strawberry rhubarb beer?
It's a beer.
Yeah, but it looks like a lady beer.
Oh, you know what? Dang it, that's the only problem.
I used to drink Rumple Mint, 100 proof Rumple Mints, and then you chase that down with some Paps and you start punching people in the face. Now that's a party. Dun, 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 dun. Now that's how you go to prison for killing a man. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so here's where she tried to screw me over was with these panels. And I got you, girl. I got you right now. And this is on camera, D. These panels, you gave me 2 Lego ones that were the correct vintage, and then you gave me 2 Mega Block ones that are obviously not going to be the correct vintage. You think I'm stupid, D? You know, you think the owner of Replay Toys is stupid, D, but I'm not. What if he would have sold it to someone that wasn't me? They would have been like, what the crap? Well, I was like, what the crap, but at least I can fix it. Other people would be like, I just paid $100 for the Batrax, but it has Mega Block panels on it.
Chop, you keep everybody entertained.
Yeah, MJ Bay. They're both good castles, but I'm partial to raised base plates. Well, I guess raised base plates, if that's all you have to hang on to, go with it, guy. There's not a lot of stuff left to live for, buddy. We got rivers around.
I'm cold now.
Titanium J should come on the panel. Tell me a little bit about himself. Titanium J. Because Titanium, what was I going to talk to him about? Some Ninjago crap I was going to talk to him about, but I never can find him.
Yeah, I mean, and actually, this is the funny thing about Chicago is Mark. I mean, one of the ladies in the office said, "Hey, Reed, I got a box for you that's got your name on it for like the yard sale or something like that." Oh,
that sounds sexy.
And so in the end, I get the box, and then I have to ask Mark because it's got Mark's name on it. And in the end, what it is it's a box of raised base plates, and they're out in storage. Should have brought them. That he said when he was going through his stuff, hey. I said, like, oh, I could use those. I don't recall saying I could use them. Chop, did you ever say you could use raised base plates? Because I don't know who said it. I want to go back to the stream. He thought I said it.
No, maybe. What about Ralph?
Maybe I'll have to ask. I don't know. I mean, in the end, it was one of those things where.
Oh, MJ said that.
Not feeling well.
Oh, MJ said it. MJ said it to Mark. That makes sense, actually.
Oh, you said it to Mark?
Yeah,
MJ?
that actually makes sense. That makes actually 100% sense.
Okay, well then I have some raised base plates then. So I guess because I was like, I didn't think I said that, because so he had a box of raised base plates. I'll have to shoot me. Do I have your email, MJ? I don't know if I do or not. Send me an email to scoop_shovel@yahoo.com, and I'll take a picture and show you what he threw in a box. So, I mean, I have a bunch myself, but I mean, I really haven't used them, and I keep stumbling across them here and here again. Probably should at least see which sets they go to.
I don't use them. I don't use them for anything, but I if I had some, I probably would use them. But I don't have any. I don't really care about them because they're so overrated.
I have them from probably old collections. I mean, I bought collections over the years, and so they probably came with those, because I don't have any from my childhood. I think the first time I saw them was like World City. I can't believe that worked, but yeah, that's why I was like, if I said it, I probably didn't mean it the way he was just gonna like, hey, here you go, here's some base plates. So I mean, I guess once you get to that level where, you just have so much that, a lot of the old stuff really doesn't just have the value, or you don't need it because you have so much else stuff. Because like you said, I mean, he's been working on a lot of projects and whatnot. So in the end, I mean, it's one of those things where, I think once you get to certain levels, I mean, you have a lot more power to order more parts. I mean, we do a lot of project support through WISLUG. And so there's a lot of stuff we're getting this year, but in the end, it's like, that's what I do with my friends though, Reed. If they need stuff, I just give it to them. Like, I have so much Lego. Like, if you need something, I'll just give it to you. I don't like, if someone's like, oh, I need this, I just send it to them or give it to them. I don't care. I'm going to have to put it, the market down my inventory where it's at, just in case I ever need it back,
What?
Nothing.
What do you need? No, I don't.
Humoring you, Chop. I'm humoring.
I don't keep track of it. I don't care about material possessions. Okay, so this guy you can turn him into the Mangler.
Hold on. I lost my mouse. My mouse is gone.
You can turn it into the Spear Dart. You can turn it into the Mangler when he branches out, and then he can attack with his radar positions and hinder cannons. And then that comes off. So then you just have that, and you can quit
playing with your Lego too hard, TJ. You should be breaking stuff like that.
So then you can also just put this like this in the rear.
That's what she said.
And then it looks like this. So then it's like it looks like a swamp, like, I don't know, kind of like a hammerhead shark. And then, oh, that'd be cool. They don't have enough connection points for my taste, but you can also so there's connection points for all the Blacktron sets, right? Oh, mine just broke off because it's so old. This is actually my childhood Alienator. So let's see. I definitely played with it a lot, and also took it apart and put it back together a lot. So survival is not of the fittest. But you can take that like so, and you could actually put the front of the Alienator onto the back of this and have like some kind of like spy sonar thing, or you could put the front of the Alienator into the Batterax and make like fat truck with a little cockpit. That's also what she said. And then you could, but
maybe
the coolest part is that you can take this part of the Batterack, whatever it is, and stick it onto the Alienator and have look at the Alienator has the little legs with a huge head. I don't think Lego meant for you to do this, but why not do it? Look at the size proportion. Little body fits. Little body with it's so front heavy. Oh, it actually stands up though, dude. I thought it'd be so front heavy that it wouldn't stand up, but it actually. Wow, that's legit, Lego. Good job. See, Lego doesn't do stuff like this anymore. They don't care about you playing with your toys. They just want you to buy expensive $500 adult sets that you put on your mantelpiece and show your rich friends when you're having martinis. Well, this is real Lego, kids. Die! Blacktron will destroy everyone. Blacktron, the other white meat. Okay, so we got lots of Blacktron parts. Let's build more Blacktrons.
Ooh, what set was that? What was that special? What set was that special Aaron helmet in, MJ or TJ? Sounds like a pretty cool thing. Bags. I need a bag.
Wait, what does that come in?
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, their part quality has gone down. It's the China and Mexican plants that are having quality issues. Titanium J. I've had like pieces in newer sets break too recently, and they're not the browns, and they're not. So I don't know. You haven't been feeling too well lately. Oh, actually, Brick Vibe said he's been sick since he got back from Brick World Chicago. He's been ill. Making out with too many influencers, you know what I'm saying? Kissing on them influencers, you get sick. I got it from Sora's Mech Bike Racer. It was supposed to be a yellowish color, but instead got one in gold. For Aaron's helmet? Huh.
Oh, shoot.
So it was a mistake from the factory? Because I was talking to this guy on Instagram, rare Lego, whatever. His whole Instagram is about like misprints and rare Lego pieces that happen. And one time I messaged him about this brick that I got that was it was all marbled, so it wasn't supposed to pass through. It was when they were switching colors of the brick, of the same brick. But and he's like, I don't even deal with people in their mistake bricks anymore because of the Mexico plant is putting out so many defective bricks that it's not even fun to collect or to do the rare stuff. I'm like, oh wow, that sucks. Has a hood with horns, but only the horns are gold. TJ got a miscolor in the best way, in my opinion. So what do you mean? It has
TJ.
So the whole thing is in gold? That's not cool. Gold
up so that I can show you guys. I probably won't be on for very long.
That's okay. Did you get AIDS from Brick World?
No, I didn't get sick right away. I was fine for a few days. Well, Monday I was dead. I was dead tired. But then for a few days after that, I was fine, and then I started.
See, because I did put I did a slowly releasing virus in your, I put it in your personal stuff, so it would slowly release after you got back. You know what I mean?
That explains it. So this is Aaron, new fig. That's the color of the hood that's supposed to exist. If it decides to focus on Aaron and not on the Zane car in the back.
I can see it.
Yeah.
It's like the light orange with
Let me
gold.
put myself on big screen briefly. So that's the color it's supposed to come in, and this is the color that I got. I got this
weird.
gold color.
Why is it even that color?
I don't know. It's not in any sets in this color.
Wait, is the original one painted over all the? Is the original one gold with paint on it? The one that
I don't think so. I can check the inside. I mean, part of it's gold, because it's a dual mold, I guess, but this one's just fully gold.
Yeah, that's a defect from the factory.
Yeah, it's odd. I think I saw one. I forget who it was, but I saw one other person on Instagram who had one of these.
So you actually just got that in a set, in the legit set.
I found it. You know how Walmart had the sets out early.
Yeah.
And I could only find 3 of the sets. And Sora's Mech Bike Racer is the one I picked after going to 5 stores trying to find other sets. I wanted a spinner, but
my Walmarts are fully loaded with all the sets. No one's buying them.
Yeah. And then the Zane car is the one that had the broken piece.
Yeah, I want that Zane.
So you can kind of see gonna be kind of hard to see.
What color is the piece?
It's one of the azure colors, but you can
Yeah,
kind of
that's
see
what
like
I had break too. Was the azure
like a little
white
hole in it.
blue. There's a hole? Oh, I see
Yeah,
it.
little
It's
hole
like
in
a
it,
bubble.
and that's just
It's like a bubble in the ABS.
yeah, that's just how the piece came. So
Well, that's not too bad. I had one break. It was actually
yeah, so I just ordered that from Lego. So
do you like that Zane card?
yeah, the Zane car is pretty cool. In fact, I should.
That's what I was going to talk to you about. I was cross-referencing today on Brickset, like the best way to get all the figs without having to buy everything.
Yeah.
And some of the Brickset don't have the figures listed yet on their listing, so it doesn't cross-reference.
I did this the other week. If you don't count Wu because he was in the core sets as well.
I'm not counting Wu.
Don't count him.
Yeah, I'm not
I
counting.
think the sets you'd have to buy are you'd of course have to buy the Heatwave Dragon.
Already got it.
The Temple, because that has an exclusive fig.
Yeah, that has the Temple Guardian or whatever the Temple.
And then the Elemental Dragon versus Empress mech, because that has an exclusive guard.
Yeah, I want
so after those three,
there's only that one anyway.
That one. And then the fourth one to kind of round that out is the Lloyd and Aaron's team mech.
Yeah,
that gets you. I want that. Yeah, I think. And then of course the spinners as well. I think that gets you all the unique figures.
Yeah, I don't care about the spinners as much. I really do want to, like, also with the guards and commanders and generals, I want to get all of them, and even I don't mind getting duplicates of like a hunter, guard, command, like there. So like I want like all of them. I don't mind, and then one of each of the ninja, and then.
So for the Zane car, you can just roll it around like this, but if you lower this thing in the back and then push down on the spoiler, it raises the wheels up, and then you can spin it.
Oh, nice! It's on the balls.
Yeah, it's got this in the back, and then two of the new ball pieces. Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, the spinners are great too, like the regular spinners as well. Good figs.
Well, I haven't really looked at them, but I'm not. Those aren't really difficult to get. Like you know what I mean? Like I'll be able to get those, and that's something that even you can find sometimes on clearance, especially with my Walmarts have like 800 of each of them, so I'm not worried about them going anywhere. Like no one's buying
I think the Kai fig or the Kai spinner is my personal favorite function.
So it spins on those balls. Oh, cool.
Yeah. So he can jump like that.
Nice.
That's what he's supposed to do. Sometimes it doesn't work. You have to hit it pretty hard.
Yeah.
But gosh, I forget what Nia's was supposed to do. It's supposed to do like a drift. Nia's is supposed to do like a drift of some sort. So I'm guessing you can just kind of roll it like this and it works pretty well. And then Lloyd's is actually, it's got an extra plate underneath. So the other two spinners just have.
So that it's off balance. Yeah. So it's a little
bit so because it's the spin. So it'll spin a lot nicer. It'll spin a lot faster and for a lot longer, like the old spinners used to.
Yeah. His elemental power is green.
Yeah.
So those are the new spinners then for Ninjago?
Yeah.
His elemental power is green.
Yeah. And also, interestingly, I didn't notice this at first, but that's not the original Arrowblade piece. It's not a new piece.
That's a new piece.
Yeah, but it's got an anti-stud in the back.
I know. I want that.
Yeah. I didn't notice that at first.
Does all three spinners come with that?
No, just Lloyd.
Oh, wow.
Nia comes with this little trident weapon, and then I don't have them on Kai right now because I sold them for a different mock, but he's got the little fire blaster pieces.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk to you about. Okay, so guess what though? So I'm researching the. So you know about the book that's coming out in October with the figure, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's also I've been on the Amit publishing site, and there's a whole bunch of Ninjago books that are going to be coming out. I don't know where or when because the Amit publishing does not sell to people like us. They only deal with distributors, and they don't tell who their distributors are. You have to contact their sales rep to find out who they sell to by you, all over, like depending on where you are in the world, which is ridiculous. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff coming out. and I was gonna show it to you because it looks like there might be some exclusive or cool things in. There's one. It's gonna be called. It's like it has a treasure. It has a it's not treasure, but a map. And here, let me pull it up. It's probably in my history because I was just looking at it earlier today, and then that's when I was like, I need to talk to Titanium J, but he usually avoids me because we're mortal enemies.
Ingrid's in the house.
Ingrid! I mean, not more. We're ex-mortal enemies. Okay, let me try to share this. I forgot how to work this. Do I use my mouse or should I use?
So now is that Ninjago building you built, TJ, something that's gonna stay up for a while?
Yeah, that's gonna stay up. That'll be a part of my eventual Ninjago layout. The first of many.
There you go.
Oh wow.
Okay. Not this. Hold on. So there's going to be an error. This looks like in training time, which I know is going to be coming to Amazon at least. There's going to be a special errand that has like, not really that special, but it's the hair with a black mask.
Exclusive by combination of parts. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
a little cool little build.
It's like a training glider that he uses to like throw poop on people or something. I don't know. Okay. I made that up. It's not canon. And then, hold on. There's a really cool one I'm trying to show you, but my internet's running slow because I have 3 windows open. You know how that is. Right here. Destiny's Bounty Adventure Book looks super rad. Okay, bro. Dude, bros. It's for Captain's Logbook exclusive map. It's a master 3-in-1 miniature Destiny's Bounty with Woo. It looks like it's gonna have, I don't know. There's a video on it that you can watch. I'll send you the link to I'll DM you this on Insta to this whole site. But then there's also gonna be I'll just DM you the link so you can look at all this stuff on your own time when you're feeling better or whatever, and then we can talk about it later if you want, or you don't have to talk to me if you don't want to either. But okay, this goes like, where was it? Something else that I thought was really cool. Oh, there's a non-Ninjago thing that looks super rad that I'll show you too. That's coming out that I'm going to be bothering these people a lot to find out where. So this is a metal tin, the gift set.
Yeah.
I don't care about the contents, but the metal tin looks cool. This is the Book of Spinjitzu. I think this is the one that's coming in October, right? Or is this Book of Secrets? Yeah, this must be. Oh no, that's not special. That's just him.
That's Day of the Departed Lloyd.
Okay. Anyway, so
he was only in one set.
It's a new way to have fun with it. It's a Lloyd.
Yeah. Well, that specific Lloyd was only in the Samurai X cave.
Yeah. They're giving you a second shot, boyos. Oh, it's right here. Let me see.
No, I got the torso and legs from somebody at Brick World. I'm like, that's all I need. Because I wanted to make a custom Lloyd suit figure, and I needed that torso and legs to do it.
It's got, maybe it's on the second page. So this thing is like, I gotta get this no matter what happens. What? Okay, I don't know where it is. I guess hold on, it's gonna be. This page isn't that big of a thing. It's right here, Galactic Missions. Your Galactic Mission. Okay, so this thing, it looks awesome. It comes with 2 figures, 200 Lego elements, and it's an exciting way of building without instructions, developed in cooperation with Lego Creative Play Lab and tested by families. So actual families had to endure this, which means it's got to be good. Kid tested, mother approved. But if you look, you get some crazy good elements. You're gonna get a pamphlet of look at how trippy that is. Tripping. You get a mission book which teaches you how to attack AFOLs, and then you get this guy who's like, hey, and then you get his hot lady. I gotta get this. It's gonna be cool, dudes. So look at power plants. It teaches you how to become a power miner. Cyber Cobra's guards, a portal, spaceship Earth. So anyway, it looks cool. Anyway, I just thought. And there's
actually those new adventure, the newer adventure sets that Lego had in the stores. Those at that one Walmart were all half off. Also,
half off. Mine were only like a meager, like 30% at mine. I was like, those were super expensive to begin with.
$15. I think that's like
$15 is good on those. The elements inside there are super rad, dude. I have two of them.
I almost bought the jungle one because it had some neat elements in there, but I didn't. But
I have two of them, and I bought them at full price. That's when I used to be like. That's back when I like used to sell stocks on Wall Street and stuff.
My hand is gonna be so sore from taking these dang things apart.
But like, yeah, even the space one is really good. You get printed. You get these. Everything's printed. You get that classic space print.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, they had a bunch of the city and the space ones. The space one looked kind of cool. The
space one's awesome. You can use it to build.
Nothing else would have probably something good to pick up just for even drafting too. You know,
Look at this. That's a murder ray. What kid doesn't want to get? Look at this. It comes with a space flag like that in there, and then so the parts, and then this one I have the jungle, the malaria attack set.
That one's got some cool animals in it. I thought that was kind of.
It's got the jackrabbit. It's got a baby panther or something.
Yeah. Baby.
Yeah,
croc.
It's got the baby croc, I think. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember. They don't come with instructions, so I actually complained to Lego that I couldn't build it because I don't have a tablet. And Lego didn't really care. Can you believe that Lego?
Oh, because the instructions are all online.
Yeah, there's no paper instructions. You can't build any. Like you can build whatever. Like I built this without instructions, but like they don't give kids instructions. So if they don't have a tablet, which I guess every kid is born with a tablet already connected.
That might be why they're clearance. They're just not selling. Maybe part of that.
Well, most kids have tablets, right, TJ?
Yeah, a lot of kids do. The way I got my tablet was actually through my high school because they don't like give it to you. It's sort of like on loan as a tablet for school. Yeah. And then when you graduate, you have the option to either buy it or return it to the school. And I just chose to buy mine.
Yeah,
but I did these.
Has a Chromebook.
I did these custom Ninjago suits a while back. Kind of taking the classic suits and then using the legacy masks and armor. So 4 original ninja here, and then Nia and Lloyd over here, as well as a couple bad guys. So I finally got to use this. When I finally got this Lloyd torso and legs, I was finally able to use it here.
Oh yeah, I see what you did.
Yeah, and then I did a Garmadon and Overlord.
I want to get that Garmadon with the mask that goes up and down.
I also did a 4-armed Garmadon as like a transformation thing too.
What's that new Garmadon where he has the mask?
Oh, the Oni Garmadon?
Yeah, that's what I want. Oni Garmadon.
Oh yeah, that suit is great. I wish it was a bit cheaper.
Yeah, what set is that in? I was looking at the set and I'm like,
that's in the Samurai. It's that Samurai X-Mech from last year.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot, Lego.
Yeah.
And then what's the other? I still want to get the Skull Sorcerer or whatever his name is now for the crystal.
Yeah,
and
General Van Jealous.
The mechanic from Crystal, and there's another one with the mechanic for Crystal.
Pythor?
I don't remember.
Well, Pythor and the mechanic were both in the Samurai X-Mech, same as Garmadon.
Oh, good. That'll save me some troubles.
Yeah.
Not that I can afford it anyway, but
Vangelis, I know he was sets
He's
wise.
in-
He was in the
Zane-
Zane Jet.
yeah, Zane's Jet is $28 on clearance at Target, but I'm basically
But
buying it for Vangelis. So $28 for Vangelis, I don't know. Well, and parts, I guess I get parts.
And then he also comes in a foil pack.
Yeah, he comes. Well,
But-
it's a paper pack.
Yeah, the paperback. But apparently, he doesn't have a printed head. It's just a plain black head.
In the paper.
Yeah.
Oh, screw that.
Yeah. No
Well,
way.
I'm not gonna take his hat off anyway. I like his skull face.
Well, yeah.
Like I never take their hats off and have them be like, "I'm getting dressed for the party." I mean, I play with them, but I don't have them like do like I don't know, like dollhouse.
He doesn't go home and do a Darth Vader and take his helmet off.
Yeah. And he's like,
Yeah, I was thinking this weekend, unless I find something really good on clearance, I might get the Heatwave Dragon.
"Ooh, yeah, I like it. I have
Yeah.
that one."
Yeah,
That's the only-
I want to
that's
get
the-
Wildfire.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yeah, and then
Right here.
and then there's I don't know if you guys heard about all the GWPs and stuff that are happening in July.
Her and
Supposedly,
No, what do we got coming?
supposedly from the 11th through the 15th, both the Blacktron GWP and the Bionicle GWP are coming back at the same time, and the threshold for both of them is $220. So
I made his
I want
I made
another
it-
Blacktron, so I'm going for that.
I made his tail longer, and I changed all his gold out for orange or red. Except for his gold, I don't have these horns and anything but gold. But I changed all his gold out for orange because he's a lava dragon.
Yeah.
There's no. I've been to hundreds of volcanoes. I've never seen gold. But anyway, he's really good, and she is a hottie. Here, I'll put her up close to the camera before he takes me off.
Yeah. Does she not have a dual face print? She only have one face print. That's kind of
Especially since she's got long hair, you'd think that'd
She's
be
a new-
easy to
yeah.
give a full face.
new
you know?
character too.
There is, but you have to buy a $600 set to get the alternate face. Lego knows what they're doing. And also, this is my favorite Chima character.
Yeah, Lord Ross.
Look, isn't he from Chima?
I mean, we don't know yet, but I think everyone is theorizing that he is.
Yeah, because you know Chima is one of the 12 realms.
16 realms, yeah.
What I don't care. Oh, these kids with their numbers.
But yeah, supposedly, assuming the rumors are correct, Blacktron and Bionicle GWPs will both be available from the 11th through the 15th. And there will be double VIP points on Harry Potter, City, Technic, and Friends from the 11th through the 15th as well.
So no good sets have double VIP good.
Exactly.
Hey guys.
Well, unless you can get that Friends Botanic Garden.
Yeah, or
That's a good option.
there's some city sets I like, but
Yeah. But I'm just gonna go for a couple Ninjago
this
sets.
guy is the new. I know this is he's from the realm of Chima.
Yeah. Hopefully.
They're bringing Chima back.
Love to see Chima.
Chima is is awesome. And here I'll show you my invader. I made the Blacktron, the Commander's invader, which it has some differences, but this is the original set with some differences because I took. So in those vintage minifigure 5-packs that they used to sell at the Lego store, they had the Blacktron figure that his feet get stuck in here because there's so much clutch in his butt. But so the Blacktron figure that comes in the vintage 5-pack of it's like they're like repressings of vintage figs, comes with not black hands but yellow hands. So I consider him the commander. He's like a high-ranking Blacktron guy, so he gets a special invader. This is the original one, not the. I don't have the GWP, but this is the original one with changed out colors and stuff. So Well, I do have the original GWP, but I don't know.
So what set was that cat in? Chop, the one you were just showing?
He's in a bunch of sets. What's the cheapest? The cheapest way to get him is there's a $20 set, right, TJ? That the Chima guy's in?
Yeah, the 4+ set.
Yeah, he's in like 5 sets, Reed.
Yeah, he's in a few sets. Same with Rapton.
Yeah, they're pretty common. Those two guys are like, you can't throw a rock without running into those guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rapton's in like 4 or 5 sets.
Which kind of sucks because
it
doesn't. The only thing that makes the polybag cool is this katana.
Yeah.
Which I'm so glad. And MJ, I have your TJ exclusive polybag too at my house, MJ. But this is awesome katana.
Yeah, Roz comes in 3 sets. It looks like Rapton comes in.
This is what she does in the show. She goes,
4 sets.
Go, fire butt.
Yeah, Wildfire is a pretty cool character.
And check out this.
Love her origin too. Oh yeah, the build a minifig figs.
Yeah, this is for the this is for the anime con Sora.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, he agrees with me. And this is for the Deadly Realms tea drinking Aaron.
Yeah, you're good. Good.
I did not have the heart to tell Tim's Brick Adventure, who actually owns every Chima set ever made except for like 2 polybags, that he put the wrong legs on his Bam Sora.
Yeah.
He put the legs. He put the legs for this lady on Sora.
But the legs aren't that big of an issue.
Kind of is because this is a hyper rare color. What is that? Blue?
That's dark blue.
What? That only comes in 1 set.
Yeah. Yeah, I managed to get all 3 of the exclusives, and then during Brick World, I went back. I'm gonna get my face this time. And I just got the new heads and hairs and more training suits.
Oh, training suits. So it's like they're training together.
So that way I can do more training suit figures just with heads and hairs I already have, and then just have the character
potion
head and hair as an extra.
You know, the reason is training suits with Chima heads.
Yeah. The reason I did more Sora than Aaron is because
you're attracted to her.
I think Sora's head print is better, and her hair is also harder to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Aaron's hair has been in other sets.
Oh, because Skylar still has your heart. Skylar's his gal. Don't tell anyone, no.
No one will know.
Don't tell no one about the Skylar affair. Hubba.
You know, it'd be great if Skylar could show up again in the show.
Isn't she gonna? There's something.
Well, she was in Crystal Art, but after the whole merge thing.
There's some book that like.
Yeah, she was in the book, but now with the merge, it's like who knows what's gonna happen. I'm more annoyed that there hasn't been one mention of Pixel because she's a part of the team.
Well, can't they just upload her into Zane?
Yeah, but I don't really want them to do that again.
Okay, the thing is, I hope they all just become pure energy and go to the edge of the universe and hang out in their like ethereal form. Just kidding. I know you don't like it. So, how about we don't do that? We'll do here. This goes out to TJ. This is the first Leopard Ninjago Chima Leopard Ninjago crossover.
Nice.
You want to train with me, Master Wu? You know nothing of the power of Chi. I'll see you.
I really wonder if we'll get a mention of Chima. I think it's going to be hard for them to do just because Chima was an actual theme and now it's been discontinued for a while. But I wonder if it'll be like one of the realms that got
it is a realm already.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
well, it's somewhere.
The people who created Ninjago also did Chima, and worked on both of them. And even the beaver, for the beaver.
Yeah, the beavers have shown up a few times.
Yeah, the beavers were way after Shima was already not a show anymore.
Yeah.
That cameo was after, so they're not afraid to bring it back up. You know what I mean? They shouldn't be. It's the 10th anniversary of Shima this year. I don't know. What are you scared of, Lego?
Yeah. Well, they still have part 2 of the first season to release later in the year. So we'll see what they decide to do.
The British are coming. The British are coming.
Mungus Fig, yeah. I think we got him.
What if we have to fight the British again for our independence?
Oh, yeah, that El Dorado set is coming out, isn't it?
Yep, we're going to have to fight the Redcoats.
And Houses of the World 3 is supposedly going to be a GWP tomorrow.
I don't worry about any GWPs ever now because they just make it ridiculous. They make it so hard on us.
I could care less about those Houses of the World GWPs. It's just too high of a.
Well, really, that's like hoity-toity people who like have like cocktail parties with like cucumber sandwiches and like.
Yeah.
Look at my Lego house.
If I ever get a Houses of the World GWP, I'm just gonna sell it.
I'm gonna purposely go to some rich person's house and throw it at their head.
And there was that Corvette that was revealed today. That was like the most random thing I've seen.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Camaro, probably.
Hey, what about dreams? Have you guys been having any dreams? Oh, the British.
Not any good Lego dreams.
So,
no.
Yeah,
not any good Lego dreams.
PTSD from the Revolutionary War, so that sucks. I wasn't even there. Imagine not even being there for the war and you have PTSD from it. Sucks.
Yeah, the dream sets look really cool. I might get a couple.
They do. And they're going to have a slime little guy and a knight and a medieval little guy and another little guy and some other little guys. It's going to be fun. And I'm really liking their weapons, their dream weapons, and I'm really liking the mech usage. And I love that turtle lady, that little old lady with the big ace.
Yeah.
And I was watching people talk about the turtle van. They're like, that would be cool if it was a van, if you could somehow make it into a van. I'm like, if you actually looked at what you're talking about, the set allows you to do it into a van. But I wasn't on the panel, so I didn't say anything about it. But I like when people talk about stuff, but they don't actually look at it close enough to see everything, and then they make an ass of themselves. Isn't that funny? These are obviously people who don't mock. They don't mock, so they're like, wouldn't that be cool if you could make the turtle van into an actual van? I'm like, oh my God, look at the back of the box. Picture. Yeah. That's why they say what?
Dreams Wave 2 needs to have some stuff.
What about that guy, the guy from the first episode who has mummy wrapping? Remember? Did you watch the first episode?
Yeah.
The anti-hero at the beginning?
Yeah.
Wait, or do you know who he is already?
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen the first episode.
No, it wouldn't be spoiled in the first episode. It would be MJ's watched all of them, so he might know.
Yeah, I've watched them all. I've just forgotten.
Oh yeah, you were super wasted. I remember that.
No, because I watched them on YouTube because they posted them all to YouTube.
And I watched them on.
That was over like a month-long period.
And it was like 50 times fast, so I could get it all done really quick. So I don't know what happened.
They need to have a regular Logan fig as well, because they have like the little blue creature he turns into in the crocodile car.
Oh yeah.
But they don't have him as a regular minifig.
Oh,
unless he's gonna stay that way going forward in the TV show.
Maybe that'll be a story arc where he has to try to transform back, and it won't happen till later. You know what I mean? That could be a good problem to have for the show. And wait, how many baby dragons do you have from this Dragon Rising wave?
I have one so far. I think you can get a total of 4.
I have 0 of 4.
Yeah, because it's in the more expensive 4+ set, in Sora's Mech Bike Racer, in the Elemental Dragon, and in the Bounty.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna probably go for. Wait, do I need Sora's mech if I get the bound? If I get the
no.
If I get the dragon with the mech one, the elemental dragon or whatever, I don't need the.
No, not for figs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's yeah,
The
it's
same
just
Sora comes in every set basically.
it's yeah, it's not. It's 71793 through 71796 are like the 4 sets to get all of the figs.
Nice.
Yeah. No, yeah, that Elemental Dragon is awesome.
That set
That's
that set looks amazing. I know Jesse's Brick Galaxy already got it for his birthday.
for the GWPs, I'm gonna get that and the Temple to get the GWPs that I want in July.
For the Blacktron? Are you still talking about Blacktron?
Yeah, Blacktron, and I guess I'll get Bionicle as well.
What are you gonna do with that Bionicle?
I don't know. I'll probably build it. I'd gotten one before, but I sold it to a friend or gave it to a friend or something because he was into Bionicle and I'm not.
Yeah.
But I was kind of interested in it, so I might open it up. I can't imagine it's going to retain too much value over time.
Do you think if we do hashtag free Chompy that Lego will give us a Chompy fig?
I don't know. I wish they would.
Why didn't they just do that?
There's like half a dozen characters from that season alone that we need.
Why didn't they just do it right away?
I don't know.
For Master of the Mountain or whatever. Like, dude, you have the
same with the Upley. Give us like a set with all of the Upley characters. Put Vanya in a cheaper set. Put Chompy in the set.
Yeah.
Put Cole in as well, maybe, and have them go up against like the Lava Monster or something. That would have been a great set.
Right. Or what do we have to wait for Legacies?
Yeah.
When they do Legacies.
Or we have to wait for the next Ninjago modular that puts more characters we want in sets.
Yeah, the next $600.
Have a good night.
Good night, Ingrid. The next direct-to-consumer Ninjago set where they just pump it full of figs that weren't in any other sets.
Yeah.
I do want Misdemeanor. Demeanor.
Yeah, she's a great fig.
She's a great character. Such a funny criminal. And then, but yeah, seriously, like Lego messed up on not doing a Chompy. Like, seriously, you know how much sought after that would be even for non-Ninjago fans?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Also, it's kind of amusing that the voice actress for Vanya is the same voice actress for Sora. So that voice actress has played a female character who has a dragon companion twice.
I think she's really do you call that typecasting?
Maybe. It's weird that it's like that Phineas and Ferb meme. If I had a nickel for every time this happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. Weird that it happened twice.
Well, it's funny because some actors would get typecasted where like they can only play certain things because that's like all they've done in their acting career. So it's funny that she's been like Ninjago typecasted. Like, well, she's like, I want to be this character, and the next, nope, you got to be a lady with the dragon. Sorry.
I'm gonna see if she's voiced anyone else in Ninjago besides these 2 characters.
MJ, you didn't know about Chompy? I was talking. Me and TJ have been talking about Chompy since the Master of the Mountain was dropped.
She voiced one of the geckos as well.
One of the geckos?
Yeah.
From Master of the Mountain. From what's that from?
From Master of the Mountain, one of the purple guys.
The little goblin guys, yeah. Which they only gave us 2 variations on that.
Yeah. One with a hood and one not with a hood.
Yeah, they should have given us like 20 variations, and they should have given us more of the other guys too. They gave us one without shoulder pads, one with shoulder pads, 2 different guys. Thanks, Lego. They really did kind of wuss out. Do you think they wussed out on the character selection because they had so many new molds for like the armor pieces and the gaming aspect of that?
That might have been part of it. It's possible. Also, just like early set concept designs.
I think
differed a bit from
they were
what
focused
the
on the
turned out to be.
tabletop. I think they were focused on the tabletop gaming aspect, and it lost sight of other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're really like, hey, you can play Dungeons and Dragons, which is cool. Yeah. It's a cool thing, but kids don't care about that. They have the internet.
I also wonder if in like early drafts of the season, the Geckos and the Months were going to be like factions under the Skull Sorcerer, like also bad guys.
Yeah.
And not really have as much personality and story as they did in the show.
Yeah, because their whole story arc was like huge, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think when they tried to do we can do Dungeons and Dragons tabletop gaming, they like other stuff got missed in opportunities. I don't know.
I mean, it was a cool concept, but like there's a lot of things missing from that.
But how am I going to find other people to play the game in person with? That means I had to keep all my sets put together right and keep them stored and keep all the stuff to play the game and then find other people who are willing to play with me. What are the odds of that happening?
Yeah.
It ain't happening. Because if I go to the homeless shelter and ask those guys to play Ninjago D&D with me, they're just going to steal my Lego and punch me in the face, and I'll be laying in the gutter with no Masters of the Mountain sets. And TJ's like, what? They should have skipped the dice tornado piece and made a choppy. No crap!
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Like, I'm sure that game aspect was cool, but I'll be honest, I didn't put any of the stickers down that corresponded directly to the game.
Me neither.
Yeah, all those stickers are just still sitting somewhere.
I have them
unapplied.
Mint on sheet.
Yeah.
Hey, but TJ, maybe someday at Brickworld, we'll organize where we actually have people can sign up to play the game, and we'll build all the sets, have all the sets, all the characters, and have everything to play the game, and have the stickers on it, and then we can actually have people play, and there'll be a prize for the winner or something, or like you get to live if you win. You don't get killed.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Yeah.
Like a Thunderdome of Ninjago D&D.
But I would have. I'd thought about doing like the spinners, like the original spinners, like a tournament somewhere public at Brickworld. But the problem is there's so much stuff involved in that, like so many weapons to choose from, so many characters and cards. Like inevitably something's gonna go missing, and I don't want to risk my collection for that.
No, you would have to like get like almost like a.
I'd have to like source a collection.
Like a played with collection, like not your personal one that you don't care if it gets messed up.
And like 10 years ago, it would have been ideal to do because the spinners were still like cheap and relatively available.
They're so expensive now. I don't know why.
Yeah, but now
why?
They're too expensive to do anything like that.
Why are they so expensive though? Well, how'd you do that? You put it in your armpit and heated it up?
No, I just loosened it. I went to Brickset, and Brickset said, "Yeah, you take the, and you take the magnet off, and you got a fig." So yeah, no, it was just a little tight.
So that's what you hope she says. But yeah, we should organize a Ninjago gaming event at Brickworld so like all like the cool people like us can do something fun. Yeah,
it might be fun to like get a bunch of different spinner action toy things from Ninjago, just like from throughout the years, and then kind of like rotate to different areas. Or like if there's like a specific, like an Air-Jitsu area, although that'd be kind of hard to pull off indoors.
We'd have to go to the atrium. I don't know. And then what are the other ones?
I mean, there's the 2018 spinners. Those I guess you can just like do tricks with. The 2019 spinners, I think,
had a bit
ones. Yeah, 2019 spinners, the legacy ones had a bit more dueling aspect because you could at least attach stuff and customize and play around with them. The slams and the bursts, I don't think would be very fun.
I don't know how to do the bursts. The bursts? A burst?
Yeah, the bursts are just slams.
I know.
Because they don't work.
I know.
And then the spinners from this year would be like a good edition.
Yeah, those look cool
Those
as
are,
hell.
yeah, they're fun. Hopefully
Yeah.
they make ones for the rest of the ninja.
Hey, they started with a gimmick and they're sticking to it.
Yeah.
You got to
Two
give
of
them
those,
props for that.
if you're trying to collect all of the different ball colors, you'll need to get at least 2 of the spinners, the Kai and the Lloyd ones, because those ball colors are exclusive, red and green.
Well, I was gonna get all 3. It's just like
Yeah.
last on my list. If I had, let's pretend I had money in a priority list, the spinners are last.
Yeah.
Because I try to go for stuff that might not go on. I might not find on clearance, and also like that won't be available when am kind of broke, but have a little bit of spending money. I can go pick up a spinner, and I think the spinners might actually roll back at Walmart. Right now they're $11. I think they might roll back after Ninjago's released everywhere.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Like,
yeah, I think they'll go like 20% off at least eventually.
Well, no, I mean like a rollback, like Walmart will like knock it down $1 or something. Like after
20% off. Yeah.
After they don't have exclusivity on it, they not a clearance, just a rollback. They're like, oh,
yeah,
Walmart rollback, and
the 20% off that they usually do.
Yeah, and then if they're like, well, every other store has these, we'll roll back to sell these off. Now that we don't have exclusive rights to have them on the shelf, But yeah, I get it. I don't know. This was like, it was hard to pick a first set to buy, but I really liked the color of this dragon, so I picked him. I don't know. I like the figs. I don't know, that one, the wolf thing or whatever, looks kind of bare bones. It looks kind of anorexic.
Yeah.
Doesn't he look kind of anorexic?
Yeah, it does look a little thin. It's gonna need some modification.
Yeah, we have to feed it.
I know that I saw somewhere on, I think, Rebrickable, someone had modded the head to be more accurate to the show.
Yeah, I heard there was a problem with the jaw or something that was crappy on it.
Yeah.
Have
and
you
just
seen
like
that one, Reed, the Ninjago like jackal buildable? It's like, oh.
No.
You might like that one. That one's like a big. That one's like a I don't know what you call it, like a legend beast of. I don't know what it is.
I do need to find some. I need to build something that the ice bears and the badgers can ride. So I'll be designing something.
Check out. Well, I don't know what set number it is. It's set Ninjago. It's a $20 Ninjago wolf jackal hybrid murder dog with
71790 is the name of the
717.
the set number for the wolf.
Yeah, it's murder wolf or something. Dude, MJ, air jitsu off the liminal space bridge. Yeah. That's what we'll do, air jitsu.
The wolf is going to need some modification.
Yeah.
Even just to make it
looks
accurate.
a little anorexic for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying we're gonna beef it up. Feed it some chickens. You know what I'm saying?
Need more than a few.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be a fun stream to all? We could do a wolf modification stream. We all get the set, and then like we could do a stream. Like think about having content on a stream instead of just idiots talking about stupid stuff. Why don't people plan out to like, hey, we'll all get the Deadly Jackal set, and we'll all like be like troubleshoot and work on beefing it up to how we like it. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay.
Yeah.
That didn't go well at all, but you know what I mean?
Oh, were you talking to me? I'm sorry.
I was talking to everyone. Sorry. I was talking to everyone here. Like get a $20 set and like hang out and beef, like, I don't know, troubleshoot beefing it. Do a beef shoot.
No.
Huh? He said no. No beef.
Yeah, but the little wolf sets are good, like impulse buys. I'm probably gonna get a few anyway, just to have a little army of them.
Wait, in the show, is there a bunch?
Yeah, there's a bunch in the show.
Ooh, when that gets to 16, when that goes down to $16, blam,
so
blam, blam, blam,
I'm probably
blam,
gonna try and get 3 for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna follow the herd and get 6.
The only downside is that the only bad guy in the set is a general.
Yeah, you don't want an officer. You want
like
a
there's
drunk. You want to
there's more generals scattered across the sets than there are standard troopers. Because the standard troopers are the ones that are mostly gold.
Yeah. Yep. Like this one.
Yeah, that one. I have one of those guys.
Yeah, this guy should be the standard in all the sets.
Yeah.
Like, make the general and the commander or whatever. They have like 2 officers or whatever. Make them.
Yeah. I know there's been like some talk about the show. I don't know if any of it's been confirmed yet, but that like the dragon hunters, the Imperium, are going to be the bad guys for multiple seasons.
What?
So I wonder if they'll continue to put out standard figs, which if they do, that'd be great because more opportunity to get these guys.
Yeah, we can army build them like those clone kids do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new elementary parts for Dreams is crazy. The amount of new elements for Dreams is insane.
Be a smaller market if we wanted to army build Ninjago figs, because not a lot of people want to do that.
Oh yeah, there'll be no competition.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping that eventually that the fig parts get added onto Bricks and Pieces.
It'll be on the replacement parts section.
Yeah, I saw in the replacement parts section. Yeah.
What it is? You can order from that without having to ask for it.
Well, not from there. Like if you need a replacement part, then you can probably get it from there. But
no, you don't get it. There's 2 ways to order parts off of Lego.com.
Yeah.
One is the Bricks and Pieces, and one is you put in the set number, and you can just buy whatever you want from the sets.
Yeah.
Okay, you know that. So
yeah, I was looking at that earlier, and they didn't have the fig parts available.
They probably will after it's released everywhere.
Yeah.
Because like right now,
hopefully,
like even Brick Set's not updated with all the info, and like it's only at the Lego store, and the Australians were saying they can't even get the Ninjago there yet, or YOLO can't get it in Hawaii. He said. I don't think they have Walmart in Hawaii though. Maybe they have it in Australia. I could be wrong. Douglas, where's Douglas? But yeah, we could probably easily order a butt ton of these off of. MJ does that all the time for figs once it's on the replacement parts page.
Yeah. No, I searched up the Heatwave Dragon. They don't have any fig parts really. So that's unfortunate.
Let's wait till it actually drops like to Targets and stuff. But actually, you know what's weird is Barnes & Noble my Barnes & Noble carries 0 Ninjago sets. 0.
Huh.
Not core, nothing.
I wonder, because at my Barnes & Noble, I think like 2019, somewhere around there, is where I found Master Falls still on shelves. So I wonder if that could have something to do with it.
Master Falls is a Lego Ninjago movie?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I wonder if it could just be that those sets don't sell.
Probably. Because they have everything else there. Here, read. Read this.
Where'd you get those?
Trippy, right? But I just over the years, just if I see one, I buy it when it's in like at Replay Toys in the table. Buy by weight. These don't weigh that much, and they're covered in dragons. Why you need these, Reed?
Well, they just look cool.
I know. I want to get 100 of them and do an army build. I'm going to do a mock of just these on base plates. Are you
going to call it like the Flex Temple?
Yeah, Flex Temple. It's going to be the Flex Dragon army, and it's going to be
it's the Roaring Flex Temple.
Yeah, it'll be just a base plate with arches, printed arches on it, just like this. Imagine this 48 by 48 covered in these. And then I'm just going to get a table at a convention and set it down and be like, mock completed. It's going to be so awesome. Okay, enough picking on people. Enough picking on the Flex mocks. But yeah,
we can only pick on you for so long.
no, we're not picking. Are you picking on me? I'm a test subject. Legally, you can't because I'm scientifically protected by the Butt Shop Humane Society. But if anyone actually wants to do that wolf beef, the beefing of the wolf stream, let me know because that'd be fun. And if no one wants to do it, then screw you.
Yeah.
Then I'll see you at Greenwood Cemetery.
You think so, huh?
All right, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, get some sleep.
We're probably going to end this
Yeah.
in about 10 minutes. We're going 3 hours tonight, and we're
Sorry,
calling.
boys and girls.
It was nice to hang out and
Yeah, it's good to
Thanks
talk
for
to you.
coming in.
I don't actually get to talk to you enough.
You mean
TJ.
chops night by coming in, TJ.
glad to do it. All right, I'll catch you guys later.
Don't be a
Later.
stranger. Have a job.
End broadcast.
Yep.
Sure, go right ahead.
Hit the
It'll be
X.
10 minutes early.
Hit the X in the right-hand corner of your screen, everybody. Yeah, I have 3 arches, MJ. Wow, Butt Shop, you're printed arch rich. I guess I have 3 more than someone who has 0. I wish the bow that actually shoots arrows wasn't squandered on Avatar and was in the dream sets for that one character. Oh, the girl, yeah, the loose cannon character where she's like, oh, she's everywhere and kind of crazy. Yeah, I hear you, MJ. Well, Lego doesn't usually do what people want them to do, so we should actually hope that they do stuff that we don't want them to do, and then they'll do what we want them to do. You got to use reverse psychology with Lego.
Yeah.
Somehow they do the opposite of what we want, so I'm thinking.
So we just ignore them? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. How about we just don't want anything and we'll never be disappointed, I guess.
Well, if we don't want anything, they can't give us anything, anything we don't want. Right?
Right. How do you get disappointed if...
Sounds good. I don't want anything.
Yeah,
I don't want Castle.
I'm surprised you had only Butt Shop came to be on your panel. Normally you have a packed panel with all kinds of crazy, famous, important Lego people, and you got stuck with Butt Shop. Sorry to read about your loss. Remember back when we streamed in the middle of the night for the 72-hour live stream, and you and me and Hoosier were up for like 12 hours straight at like 4 in the morning, and we're just sitting there. Oh my God, Reed.
Won't happen again.
That's when I first met. When we first met, that was so long ago. Oh my God, that's before you liked me. That's awesome. Before you got to know that I wasn't serious. Like, oh,
Before I learned that you were loco.
Pinche loco, pendejo. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, we don't need to stream anymore. It's almost midnight, which then it'll be 2024, everybody. Let's pretend it's New Year's. So I applied at a couple jobs here, so hopefully I'll have a job pretty soon.
Oh, I didn't know you didn't. Oh, okay.
I got laid off after Brick World Chicago. I got home. We already had our hours cut before I left, and I used all my vacation for Chicago, and then when I got back, they're like, yeah, you know how we cut hours back? Well, we're laying off pretty much almost your whole department and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, The company, I said the new owners would run into the ground. Guess what happened?
Ran into the ground.
I know.
I was going to say, I mean, there's got to be work out there. I mean,
there is, but I don't want $16 an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be insane, but I'm a good worker with job skills.
Yeah. Oh, you'll find something.
Look at MJ says, yeah, this stream is a blast from the past with just you two. It was great. Yeah, me and Reed getting the old band back.
Blast from the past.
2018. Me and Reed, 2018. That's when Hinkle introduced Reed to Bricksmith, and then Hoosier and Reed and me and Haley and Bricks.
Too bad Hinkle wasn't in tonight. He could have sketched us both tonight. Yeah.
He could have done that. He could have
sketched. He could have sketched the both of us, man.
He could have sketched me for your cover photo.
It would have been an awesome evening with the Hinkster streaming us as awesome as we really are.
Yeah, I'm more OG than some of the people that he sketched for your show banner. Come on, Hinkle, sketch me for the banner.
Yeah, come on. Where was he tonight? I don't know.
He's probably at some festival selling art, hopefully.
Oh, he could be on Twitch. He could have been lurking all night and he just never said anything. There's someone out on Twitch. I don't know who it is. There's someone out there.
That'd be cool. I think I have. Let me see. I think I have the first Hinkle drawing he ever did, where someone remember when he had people could request what to draw. Someone went in there and said draw butt shop, and he sent me a copy. He sent me a copy of the butt shop. This is from 2017. Let's see if I have it.
Butt shop. Yeah, we need butt shop.
It's a really good drawing he did. He's a talented artist.
I think look better now. I wouldn't look like Gargamel. I have the sunglasses on the head. Something to block the lights.
Yeah. Reflects the light.
I have the beard. I have the sophistication.
Did I put
I feel sophisticated. I feel old.
In the fold. Let me make you an offer you can't refuse. You help out the family. You help out the family, and the family will help out you. Dang. I must have put, oh, that's Kevin Hackler, not Kevin Hinkler. Here, it's got to be under my saved stuff. Let's see, Pop's Block Shop. Kevin A. Hinkle. Oh, Kevin A. Hinkle, this is what I sent him, the Fort Legorado hinges that he sold probably now. He needed them to finish his Legorado. Fort Legorado hinges. Kevin Hinkle, Doodle for Chop. Let's see if this is it. Nope. That was the Skinny Puppy Doodle. Let's see. Kevin A. Hinkle, Gothic Hoosier. Yo, I had him do Gothic Hoosier. That's a good one. I need to pull that out. The Gothic Hoosier one. Use that for a thumb.
I don't know what we would look like Gothic, so we may look kind of scary.
Hoosier? He looks really cute when he's Gothic. Damn it, where is it? Hinkle. Oh no, did I lose my Hinkle chop doodle? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
Oh, that'd be a sad day. Sad day if you lost really that. Sad.
I don't know. He might not even have that backed up. Probably not. Why would he care about it? Damn it. Here, I got one last chance. It says Kevin Hinkle 72. No, that's a thumbnail. Schedule update. Come on. This is the worst day of my life. Really?
Nah, it can always get worse.
Let's see. Kevin A. Hinkle, letter. Gotcha, I hope so. Luck with the packages. I sent him a single minifig head, blah, 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 blah. Damn it. Oh, I sent Kevin A. Hinkle a coloring page. A page to color. Yeah, I sent you a coloring page, dude. Damn it. Friday Night Bricks number 82 from Reed Yaeger. Let me see what this is.
You sent him a butt shop coloring book number 1?
No, do you know who actually has the official butt shop coloring book? Erica Hoosier's daughter has the official, but there's actually a page of me you can color. Like a page that I had done at the Crayola store you could it would take a photo of you and then print out a coloring page. I made a butt shop book.
I think we need you to
Oh,
have
wow,
that for
look-
the 70. We should have that for the 72-hour stream. Paint your favorite look for butt shop.
Yeah, we should. That'll be a gift with purchase. Look at your email list for Friday Night Bricks number 82.
Why?
Wow. Some of these people I haven't seen in years.
Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end
And Legos
it.
on there. Yeah. I have no idea how I'm gonna get that picture because